The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren Warrior Baseball is coming your way on 92.7 KTWA. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right, good evening, everybody. Once again, welcome back, and thanks for tuning in. On behalf of the Atomo Radio Sports Group Network and its affiliated stations, I'd like to welcome you this evening to another streaming and radio broadcast of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. We got Kyle and Connor running the boards for us back at the studio this evening. And I'm in the Norman Kissling press box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation as we are here in Keosauqua, Iowa at the Ferguson Sports Complex. I'm alongside my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. And it'll be our pleasure for all of us to be with you on the call this evening. Tonight, the Warriors return home here to the Ferguson Sports Complex, just on the western edge of Keosauqua, for another Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division battle. The West Burlington Falcons are in town, and the Warriors will host the Falcons this evening, Conference Game 2 of the year. Game 4 on this young season for Van Buren County. Last night, a tough 8-1 loss for the Warriors as we were over in Mediapolis. A couple of ways for you to join us this evening. Like I said, we're streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. Also on the air. Your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA and Atomo Radio Sports Group station. So if you're choosing either one of those options to make us part of your evening tonight with the broadcast, big thanks for doing so. We couldn't do it without you. This is the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. We'll go through all of our sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. If you're in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give them a chance. Like I said, the number one reason why these broadcasts can be brought to you right here on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. This season, Warrior Baseball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook, Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. The Van Buren Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Member FDIC. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Atomo and the surrounding area. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Atomo, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, servicing you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. The Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable, and Wasco Hardware, located on Main Street in Keosauqua. Stop in and see their showroom. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the Warrior Baseball pregame show, sponsored by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Let's go through the other in-game sponsors tonight. The postgame show will be the Van Buren County Community School District. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center has the starting lineups. Cranston Family Funeral Home with the first pitch. Smithburg Automotive with all the innings, 1 through 7 if necessary. Wells Hometown Drug has the player of the game. Crane Concrete Ready Mix has the coach's interview. Hopefully get Coach Shane Bagley and one of his players to stop up after tonight in the post-game show. Pilot Grove Savings Bank sponsors the pitching changes. Dowd's Quick Stop with the strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers and A home runs by the Warrior batters, sponsored by the Van Buren County Hospital. All right, we're in the pregame show. We'll take a 3-minute break. You can start to hear from some of those wonderful sponsors who make this broadcast possible. Then when we come back, you know how we do it. I'll break down both teams. We'll look at the pitching matchup, other action around the conference. We'll do that and more on the pregame show, sponsored by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. After this 3-minute break, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atemo Radio Sports Network. We're also on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 3 minutes.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Keosauqua, Iowa, getting ready for boys high school varsity baseball tonight. West Burlington Falcons in town to take on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. This is the pregame show of Warrior Baseball, sponsored by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. Let's continue here on the pregame show by taking a closer look at both teams. We'll start with West Burlington. Head coach is Dustin Guillen. Next action for them is Tuesday, June 3rd. Burlington Notre Dame at West Burlington at 5:30, first pitch there. They are the West Burlington Falcons in boys varsity high school baseball. Overall record in it tonight is 4-0 on the year. They're 3-0 at home, 1-0 on the road. Have yet to play a neutral site game. They compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for West Burlington is 1-0. In the last 5, they are 4-0. Their wins this year for West Burlington have come over Wapello, Louisa Muscatine, Winfield Mountain Union, and New London. Last time out for the Falcons was yesterday, Thursday, May 29th, a 1-0 close one, a win at home versus New London. Let's take a look at some key players in those statistical category areas that we like to review here in the pregame show. Batting average leaders for West Burlington: Brock Thaleen at .636, Clayton Fountain at .500, Pryor Bowen at .462. Hits leaders for the Falcons: Thaleen with 7, Pryor Bowen with 6, Aiden Figueiredo with 5. RBI leaders for West Burlington: Garrett Bentz with 8, Silas Latzau with 4, and Brock Thaleen also with 4. Bowen leads them on the bases with 4 stolen bases. ERA leaders for West Burlington: Thelene with a 0.00 in 10 and 2/3 innings pitched. Caleb Bush, 4.20 in 6 and 2/3 innings pitched. Thelene leads him on the mound with 12 strikeouts. He's also got 2 wins on this young season. West Burlington averaging 8 runs a game. They give up only 3. The team batting average is .333. The team on base is .445. The team slugging is .490. The team fielding .899. And the team ERA is a sparkling 1.96. The 2 games last year between these 2 teams, West Burlington got a 7-1 win here in Keosauqua. In the second game over in West Burlington, the Warriors were up early, maybe only an inning and a half or 2 innings complete over there, and weather moved in, and they had to call it and never made the game up as it didn't matter in the conference standings. So that's the way the 2 games shook out between these 2 teams last year. All right, that's West Burlington. Let's turn our attention to the Warriors. Head coach is Shane Bagley, assisted by Bryson Starnes and Andrew Lowry. Next action for us, we're back at it tomorrow, May 31st, Saturday at the Davis County Varsity Classic. A 12:30 start, the second game of the day. The Warriors are going to take on the Fairfield Trojans. Then if we lose, we'll play back-to-back. If we win, we'll play the final game of the day against the winner of Game 1. That's Moravia and Davis County. They are the Van Buren County Warriors. In boys high school varsity baseball, overall record on the year is 0-3. They're 0-1 at home, 0-2 on the road. Have yet to play a neutral site game. They compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for the Warriors is 0-1. In the last 5, they are 0-3. The 3 Warrior losses this year have come to Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, and Minneapolis. Last time out for the Warriors was last night, Thursday, May 29th, an 8-1 loss over at Minneapolis. Key players for the Warriors in those same statistical category areas. Batting average, Isaac Leffler leads him at .333. Will Coral at .250. Aiden McAtee also at .250. Hits leaders. I had McAtee, Leffler, Millet, and Coral all with 2. The statistics on Varsity Bound differed a little bit. Boy, I had some trouble getting stats today. That app was not working correctly, but I had those 4 guys each with 2 hits on the year. RBI leaders, just 1 on the season for the Warriors. They got to get the bats going and score some runs. Creek Kite has the lone RBI. Last year, Isaiah Meek led him with 16 RBIs. Will Coral had 13. Kinnick Millard had 12. Those were stats from last season. Isaac Leffler leads him on the bases with 3 steals so far this year. ERA leaders for the Warriors: McAtee, 0.00 in 5 innings pitched. He's on the mound tonight for Van Buren County. Leo Urach, 0.00 in 1 1/3 innings pitched. Isaiah Meek also 0.00 in a 1 inning pitched. McAtee leads him on the mound with 8 strikeouts. No wins on the mound yet for the Warriors. Leffler and Coral are the returners with a win. That's 1 win from last year's team. The Warriors just averaging 1.3 runs a game. They give up 6.7. Got to find a way to flip that around if you want to get some wins. The team batting average, 135. On-base percentage is .238. The slugging is .135. And the fielding, .922. Team ERA is 5.89. All right. We are about 9 minutes away maybe here from first pitch. Both teams have completed their infield. We'll take a 1-minute break here, and then we'll come back and make sure we get those starting lineups in before we start baseball here tonight from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa. West Burlington Falcons in town to play the Warriors in Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division action. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio Sports or YouTube, Atomo Radio YouTube channel, and on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, and we're back with you once again here at the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua, Iowa. This is the Warrior Baseball pregame show, sponsored by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. Let's take a look at those starting lineups, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, largest building material supplier in Dowd's. We'll start first with the visitors, the West Burlington Falcons. Leading off is number 99, Aiden Figueroa, a junior, playing shortstop. Batting second is number 13, Pryor Bowen, a sophomore, second baseman. Batting third is number 27, Brock Thaleen, senior first baseman. And the cleanup spot is number 12, Garrett Bentz, a sophomore. He is at third base. Batting fifth is number 5, Caleb Bush, a junior, out in left field. Batting sixth is number 21, Silas Latzow, freshman, on the mound. Batting seventh is number 8, Sawyer Guillen, sophomore. He's doing the catching. Batting 8 is number 7, Levi Fletcher Bates, a senior, in center field. And batting ninth for West Burlington is number 00, Bo Begner, a senior, out in right field. Let's recap that again for West Burlington. Figueroa, Bowen, Thaleen, Bentz, Bush, Latzow, Guillen, Fletcher Bates, and Begner. All right, let's turn our attention to the starting lineup for the Warriors, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Leading off, number 1, Aiden McAtee, a senior, doing the pitching tonight for Van Buren County. Batting second is number 2, Kinnick Miller, a sophomore, playing shortstop. Batting third is number 3, Isaac Leffler, a senior, at third base. In the cleanup spot, number 14, Isaiah Meek, a senior, at first base. Batting fifth is number 9, Will Coral, a sophomore, in left field. Batting sixth is number 23, Cree Kite, a sophomore, doing the catching. Batting seventh is number 11, Eli McKinney, a junior, in the center field. Batting eighth, number 6, Dan Kasten, freshman, right fielder. And batting ninth, number 7, Leo Urak, a freshman, playing second base. Once again for the Warriors, McAtee, Millard, Leffler, Meek, Coral, Kite, McKinney, Kasten, and Urak. We can take a quick look at the pitching matchup here tonight for both teams, as I got the line pulled up for each one of them so far. We'll start with Silas Latzow for West Burlington. He's number 21, a freshman. Just make sure that I got that right. Yep, I do. Okay. So far this season, Latzow has pitched in one game and started it without a record or a save. He's pitched 4 innings, 68 total pitches, 20 official at-bats against him, a 150 average. He's given up 3 hits, 5 runs, 2 of those earned, walked 2, has not hit a batter, with 3 strikeouts and a 3.50 ERA for Latzow. For the Warriors, Aiden McAtee back on the mound, the senior, number 1. He's pitched in 1 game this year. He started against Keokuk. 0-1 record without a save. 5 innings pitched, 74 total pitches, 18 official at-bats against him, with a sparkling 0.00 batting average against Aiden McAtee. Has not given up a hit, 1 run. It was not earned. Walked 2, hit a batter, struck out 8. And like I said, that 0.00 ERA for McAtee. All right, we're going to get the national anthem now, so we'll send it to a 2-minute break so I can help him play the national anthem. We'll be back with first pitch after this. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel, also on the air, 92.7 KTWA. We'll be back with you in 2 minutes.
From backyard barbecues to late getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets. 2-pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you once again from the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa. Just got done with the fine rendition of our national anthem. That'll about complete the pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. You can follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. Warriors are on the field, taking their final infield. McAtee on the mound, doing his warm-up pitches. I think we got everything in. Oh, there's one more thing that I wanted to get to that I actually had to look up when I got to the stadium tonight. Other action around the conference in the South Division. West Burlington right here to take on Van Buren County. Mediapolis is at Burlington, Notre Dame. Central Lee is at Danville. New London at Louisa Muscatine. In the north, just 2 games. Winfield Mountain Union at Pekin. Lone Tree is at Wapello. That's other action around the Super Conference tonight. All right. McAtee still with his warm-up tosses. Umpires are ready to go. Here comes the last toss. Looks like Kinnick Millard standing on second base, getting ready to receive it from Kite, who bobbles it. On the exchange, he'll go out, get it, and throw it down. I guess they won't throw it down. Just gives it back to McAtee. All right, 3-2 up as we get ready for a first pitch here. Brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneral.com. We're ready for first pitch. McAtee ready. Aiden Figueroa in there. The lefty to the plate. Swung on. Popped up immediately. Short center field. Shallow center field. McKinney is in. He'll squeeze it. Just behind second base there on the outfield grass. So on one pitch, Aiden Figueroa is the first out of the game on a fly ball to McKinney in center. Figueroa was .357 on the year. It's Figueroa, Bowen, and Thelene. 1, 2, 3 in the order for West Burlington. This is number 13, Pryor Bowen, a sophomore, second baseman. .462 for him on the year. Figueroa and Bowen both in there from the right side. McAtee, the lefty, ready. That pitch fouled off to the right of us here, right into the fence. 0-1 to count to Bowen. First pitch was at 5:31 tonight, about right on time. I'll get you a weather report here in a second. Pretty nice night again for a ball game here in Keosauqua. McAtee's ready, lifts the right leg out of the windup, coming to the plate. That one line towards the right center field gap. Going to get down in front of McKinney. He fields it on 2 hops, back in to second base in Millard. And Pryor Bowen as the first hit of the night for West Burlington. They get a 1-out single. Weather report, it's 80 degrees and sunny. Humidity is 34%. Winds are northwest at 15. Next up is Brock Thelene, batting third in the order, number 27, a senior first baseman tonight, hitting .636 on the year from the right side. That number should tell you that you got to be careful here. Bowen has his lead. McAtee now out of the stretch to the plate. A little bit high, a little in also. 1-0 to Thelene. West Burlington, black jersey tops for the most part, green numbers, white shoulders, white pants, green socks. Warriors in their home whites, black sleeves. 2-0 to Brock Thelene. West Burlington's first baseman tonight, .636 on this young season. He's the captain for the Falcons as well. McAtee ready, the wind up, the pitch. Too far inside, Kite knocks it down, but gets way to him, to his left a little bit. Runner goes, he throws down, it gets past Millard, but Urach backs it up. So it's 3-0 to the batter, Thelene give Bowen a stolen base down to second. So now a runner in scoring position here in the top of the first for West Burlington with one out. That's Bowen out there. Here's the pitch to Thelene. He drew a walk, a little bit high and outside. 4-pitch walk. First and second now with one out for West Burlington. So McAtee has given up a hit, issued a walk, and his out came on the fly out to center. The cleanup man is number 12, Garrett Bentz, sophomore, third baseman, 400 for him on the year. He's in there from the right side as well. First and second, one out for West Burlington. McAtee, runner bluffs from second. That one fouled off right side out of play. McAtee ahead of Bentz, 0-1. Aiden gets a new ball. Warrior outfield, about straight away. Little past medium depth, I would say. McAtee steps off, left to throw to second, runner back. Warrior defense, left to right. Coral McKinney and Dan Caston out there in right. Infield, third to first. Leffler, Millard, Urach, Meek. Kite behind the plate. McAtee on the mound. He's ready. Here it comes. Lined. Oh, nice catch. Urach, he's got him picked off, and they get a double play. Urach had to range to his left. I thought it was going to find the grass. He caught it, reached out to catch it, and doubled off Bowen at second base. So Bentz is the second out of the inning on the line out to, more of a line out, I guess, to Leo Urach. And then 4-6, they double off Bowen at second. He's the third out of the inning. So West Burlington, no runs on a hit, no errors, and they're going to end up leaving one on base. We're scoreless after a half an inning. Just 9 pitches for McAtee to get through the first. When we come back after this 60-second break, bottom of the first, Warriors coming to the plate for the first time. They'll look to push something across and take an early lead here. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball on Tumble Radio YouTube channel. We're on the air also at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back from the Ferguson Sports Complex here at Perkins Field. Warriors coming to the plate for the first time tonight here in the bottom of the first. Scoreless through in half an inning. West Burlington with a hit, but that double play ended that rally on a liner by Garrett Bentz. And like I said, it was to the second base. I thought it might sneak out into right field, but Urach ranged to his left, reached out and snagged it. Doubled off Bowen at second to Kinnick Millard. 4-6 double play. So that'll bring McAtee, Millard, and Leffler up here in the bottom of the first for the Warriors. McAtee wears number 1, a senior. He's on the mound tonight for the Warriors. His average on the year, 125. Last night versus Mediapolis, Aiden was 1 for 3 with a single. Aiden will bat from the left side against the righty, Silas Latzow, the freshman for West Burlington. Latzow ready out of the windup. Here he comes. McAtee watched a strike. 0-1 to Aiden. West Burlington's defense, left to right in the outfield, Caleb Bush, Levi Fletcher Bates, Bo Begner. Third to first, Garrett Bentz, Aiden Figueroa, Pryor Bowen, Brock Thelene. The next offering, another strike. Inside part, maybe a tad high, but it's called a strike. 0-2 to McAtee. Sawyer Guillen is behind the plate, and Latzow on the mound. Here's the pitch. McAtee lines that one to second on a hop. Oh, he backed up, and it ate him up. We'll have to see how Mr. Kirchner scores that one. We're going to give him an error. McAtee on, the leadoff man, on the E4 as he backed up, and that one ate him up. Probably should have charged it.
Number 2, shortstop, Kinnick Miller.
Next for the Warriors, batting second, number 2, Kinnick Miller, the sophomore shortstop. 222 for him on the year. Here comes a pitch from Lotzow, breaking ball. A little bit high. 1-0 to Millard. Last night at Mediapolis, Millard 0 for 3 with, I think, 3 strikeouts, 1 looking, 2 swinging. Had a tough night. We need Kinnick to get the bat going here. We need all the Warriors to get the bat going. Throw to first, back safely. As the Warriors have scored just 4 runs in 3 games, they've given up 20. Not a good ratio if you want to see some wins stack up in that column. Lots already. Here comes the offering to Millard. Swing and a miss on an inside pitch. Kinnick should have let it go. He realizes that. That'll square the count at 1-1 to him. Warriors leadoff man McAtee got on an error. He's on first, nobody out. 1-1 to Millard, the offering. High and outside. 2-1 to Kinnick now. Lotzow looks in, checks the runner quick. McAtee has his lead. Lifts the left leg. Here he comes to the plate. Ooh, check swing. He held up. It was a ball. High and outside. 3-1 to Millard now. Lotzow a ball away from putting 2 on with nobody out. We'll see if he can fight back against Millard. That one caught the outside corner. He gets back in the count. It's full now at 3-2. A little bit of hazy sunshine here in Keosauqua tonight. A little breeze. Not a bad night for a ball game at all. That one too far high and outside. Millard does draw the base on ball. First and second as McIntyre will trot down to second. Millard to first. Lotzow issues his first walk.
The third baseman, number 3.
And up next for the Warriors, third in the lineup is number 3, Isaac Leffler, the senior third baseman. 333 for him on the year. 1 for 3 last night at Mediapolis with an infield single and a run scored. Ducks on the pond for Leffler. Let's see what he can do. Watches that first pitch. Ooh, caught the outside corner. Must have broke that way. It looked too far outside. 0-1 to Leffler. Isaac in there from the right side. Warrior runners have their leads at first and second. Isaac swings on that one, sends it towards the right center field gap. Going to get down, not into the gap, but in front of the center fielder. Here comes McAtee around third. He's going to score. And the runner from first over to third, that's Millard. Isaac Leffler with an RBI single, and the Warriors take a 1-0 lead. First hit given up by Lotzow. Send Millard over to third. Isaac is on at first. It's the first hit of the inning for the Warriors. That other runner reached on an error. So first and third with nobody out. There goes the runner, Leffler. Pitches a strike. Throw down. Isaac slides safely. The runner, Millard at third. Oh, it gets away, but recovered by the second baseman. Send Isaac down to second on a stolen base. Second and third now. Nobody out. Count to Isaiah Meek, the lefty. He's in there in the cleanup spot, is 1-0. Meek looking for his first hit on the season. Pitch to him, bounced. It's away from the catcher, but not far enough. Millard stays put. 2-0, the count to Meek. Isaiah Meek missed a couple of games. Nice to see him back. Pitch to him, fouled off, back to the screen. So the Leffler single scores McAtee 1-0 Van Buren County here in the bottom of the first as I try to keep up on my scoring summary for you. Second and third, nobody out. The pitch to Meek. Chopped foul towards the Warrior dugout. Count even now 2-2 to the Warrior first baseman. He's number 14, Isaiah Meek, the senior. Lefty batter, 2-2 to him. Warrior runners at second and third with nobody out. They have their leads. Millard at third, Leffler at second. The pitch, Meek bounces it towards first, foul down the first base line. We'll do it again from 2-2. Lotso looks in. He's working out of the stretch, even though the runner's at second and third. Here's the offering. High and outside. Meek watched it to make it full, 3-2. So, Lotso in danger of another ball will load him up. Meek, though, would love to drive one somewhere and knock in those 2 runs. High. He watched it. That should be ball 4? That's ball 4. What are we doing? 3-2? What? I think they're okay, here we go. That was a 5-pitch walk as far as I'm concerned. So is Mr. Kirchner, but Meek does get the walk. They're loaded. Second walk issued by Lotso. They're loaded for the Warriors with. I'm just chuckling because that was a 5-pitch walk. They're loaded with nobody out. Warriors have pushed one across, and here comes 5th in the order, number 9, Will Coral, the sophomore left fielder. Coral, 250 on the year. The pitch, he fouls it off down the third base line. 0-1 the count to Coral. There was nothing to report for Meek last night because he didn't play. He's back tonight into action. Last night, Coral 0 for 3. Coral in there from the left side. 20 pitches for Lotso already. Here comes number 21. Breaking ball, fouled off, just nubbed off the end of the bat, back toward the backstop. And quickly, it's 0-2. All 3 of us were in agreement, the scoreboard, Mr. Kirchner, and myself, even AJ, that count to Meek was 3-2 when he took ball 4. then he had to take ball 5. But whatever, he got on. All right, here's the next offering. Coral fouls that one off left side, out of play. They're making lots of work here, that's for sure. Still 0-2 on Will. Warriors have him loaded with nobody out. One across. McAtee reached on an error to start it. He scored. Millard at third, Leffler second, Meek at first. Coral in the box, it's 0-2 on him. Lotso's offering. Coral swings through it. Nowhere to go. Oh, it was a foul tip, I guess. I was going to say if he swung through it and the catcher missed it without the foul tip, there's nowhere to go as the bases are occupied, but it was a foul ball. So it's dead, and we'll do it again from 0-2. Pitch number 24. Now Lotso working out of the windup with the bases loaded. Here it comes. Coral pops it up, third base side, going to get out of play. Another 0-2. Another 0-2 will be on the way. Momentarily, we're out of baseballs. Couple coming in into play from the Warrior dugout. Coral fouling off too many pitches here. Not sure how many they actually have ready and in play. Probably a half dozen or so, but hey, Lotso has a new one. And the windup, the 0-2. Coral chops it right back at Lotso. He's got it. He'll come home. Wide throw, but the catcher maintains his foot on the base. They get the force. So Coral will reach on the fielder's choice. They get the force of Millard at home, 1-2 on the putout. He's the first out of the inning. Send Leffler to third, Meek to second, and Coral to first on that fielder's choice. One out now. They're still loaded for the Warriors. Up next is number 23, batting 6th in the order, Creek Kite, the freshman catcher. Last night 0 for 3 for Kite. He's in there from the right side, all the way deep in the batter's box, a little bit towards the outside. Lots out to the plate. Cree Kite, it gets away. Here comes Leffler. Cree out of the way. The pitcher covers. Catcher doesn't throw it. He throws it late. Leffler will score on the wild pitch. 1-0 to Kite is the count. Bring Leffler home. Score him on the wild pitch. Everybody else moves up. Meek to third. Coral to second. Second run of the inning given up by Lotso. Here comes the next offering. High and outside to Kite. So Leffler scores on the wild pitch to make it 2-0. Lotso to the plate. Breaking ball too far inside. Count to Cree Kite is 2-0. Runner at third. One out. High and outside to Kite. 3-0 now. 2-0 Warriors lead here. Bottom of the first. Runner at third is Meek. Runner at second also. Called strike to Kite. He watched it. 3-1. 2 on and 1 out. I think I misspoke there. Meek at third. Coral at second. So the Warriors still have 2 out there for Kite to drive in. Lotso out of the windup. Here he comes. Cree bounces that one towards first. Gloved on a bounce. He looks the runner back. Meek is caught. They'll throw it back. Meek to the catcher. Meek will hustle back to third safely. Kite retired. 3 unassisted. Second out of the inning. Yeah. So still second and third runners for the Warriors. Meek at third, Coral at second. Now with 2 out. They lead 2-0. Up next, number 11, Eli McKinney, the junior center fielder, in there from the left side, looking for his first hit on the year. Watch to strike, 0-1 to him. 32 pitches for Lotzow here in the first inning. A lengthy first inning for the West Burlington hurler. Here he comes again to McKinney. That one high and outside. McKinney watched it. Count even at 1-1 to him. Man, there's 2 big runs out there for the Warriors to play. It'd be nice to see a 4-run first inning here. I don't want to leave him stranded. Neither does McKinney. Let's see what he can do. Here's a pitch from Lotzow. Too low. Might have been over the plate, but too low. Up for a ball. 2-1 to Eli. Eli got to get his bat going, too. He's got varsity experience as a junior. Played a lot last year. See him drive one somewhere. Lotzow a little bit high. McKinney a slight check swing, but he held back. 3-1. So a walk to McKinney would load him up again with 2 outs, but like I said, I'd love to see the Warrior bats get going and McKinney to drive these runs in. He swings and drives that one deep to right. Going back, it's going to be short, and the catch is made by Bo Begner back there in the right field corner. McKinney got a good piece of that one, but maybe into the wind a little bit if it's coming in from that way. Held it up, but got a good piece of it, just not quite enough. So McKinney, the third out of the inning on the fly out to Begner in right field, casting the leadoff for the Warriors when they bat in the second. But the Warriors get a couple on just 1 hit. There was an error, and they end up leaving a couple. It's 2-0. After a full inning of play, it took 36 pitches for Silas Lotzow to get through the first. We'll take a 60-second break. Come on back for the top of the second. West Burlington coming back to the plate. Warriors lead 2-0. You're listening to Warrior Baseball and watching. If you're tuned in on YouTube, we're streaming on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back again from Keosauqua, Iowa this evening, here at the Ferguson Sports Complex on Perkins Field. We've played 1 inning. Southeast Iowa Super Conference Boys Varsity Baseball. Van Buren County Warriors lead the West Burlington Falcons 2-0. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up in the order for West Burlington. That's Caleb Bush, Silas Lotzow, and Sawyer Guillen. Caleb Bush up there first, number 5, junior left fielder. 3:08 for him on the year against McEntee, the lefty. He's ready, and here comes the first pitch. Swung on, fouled back right side into the fence or screen, however you want to look at it. 0-1 to Bush. So the Warriors playing with a lead for the first time this season. McEntee ready, out of the windup. Here he comes. Low and in. Kite blocked it. That'll square the count at 1-1 to the junior left fielder for West Burlington, Caleb Bush. He's in there from the right side. McEntee, the lefty, stares over his glove, has the sign from Kite. He's ready, the offering. High and outside. Bush ahead now, 2-1. I think the wind is going right to left, kind of across the field, out of the northwest. That held up that fly ball, the offering, high and in. That held up that fly ball from 3-1 now to Bush from McKinney. Man, when he hit that, he put a good charge into it. I thought it had a chance, but got up there and was held up by the wind, and Begner made the play. Too bad. Oh, inside, almost hit him. He's out of the way, but Bush draws the walk. So West Burlington has their leadoff man on. Bush down to first. For a second walk issued by McAtee with one hit he's given up also.
Number 21, pitcher Silas Lotzow.
Next up for West Burlington, sixth in the order is number 21, the pitcher Silas Lotzow, a freshman. In there from the right side, a 100 average on the year. McAtee out of the stretch now, eyes the runner. He's coming home. Whoa, way outside to the backstop. Missed his release point on that one, and the runner will trot down to second on the wild pitch by McAtee. That one, Aiden lost his release point, let it go too early. Nothing Kite could do about that one. He stood. No question on whether that was a wild pitch or a pass ball. That one was a wild pitch all the way. Some are questionable. It could go either way. It's tough to score. McAtee ready. Runner at second has the lead. The pitch, a called strike inside part of the plate to Lotzow. The count is even to him at 1-1. So West Burlington with a runner out there in scoring position. With nobody out, they trail 2-0 here. Top of the second. McAtee checks the runner. Leo Urach right behind second base. McAtee steps off, looks him back. Maybe sensing that he was getting ready to go. That's Bush out there. Caleb Bush at second. He walked, went to second on the wild pitch. Here comes McAtee to the plate. Bush stays put. Low and in. Kite blocked it to hold Bush at second. 2-1 the count to Lotzow. Be nice to see the Warriors have a shutdown inning here after taking that 2-0 lead and not let West Burlington answer back right away. McAtee kicks and fires. Swing and a miss by Lotzow. Count even at 2-2. Strikeout would help Aiden here for sure. West Burlington looking for a hit or a productive out to get that runner to third with less than 2 outs. He's on at second. That's Bush with nobody out here. McAtee, the delivery. There goes the runner. Hit and run. It's lined out to left. It's a single. Here comes Will Coral's throw home. Going to be close, but the runner's safe. It got away from Kite. And the batter, Lotzow, will stay at first. So he's got an RBI single. Score Bush on the play. It's 2-1, Warriors lead.
Number 8, the catcher, Sawyer Giant.
So here in the top of the second, Lotzow single on a hit and run. Scores Bush. 2-1, Van Buren County. Squares the bunt, and it hit him. Did not hit the bat. That was Sawyer Guillen. Bats seventh in the order. Wears number 8, the sophomore catcher. So he gets hit by a pitch. That'll send Lotzow down to second. Guillen to first on the hit by pitch. First batter hit by McAtee. And West Burlington continues the rally. They've scored 1. Still nobody out. First and second now. Courtesy runner coming out for 2 courtesy runners. Coming out for the pitcher and the catcher as they're on first and second. See if we can get some numbers. 3 and 6 maybe. 6 is Austin Fletcher Bates. The numbers are really hard. They got dark green numbers on black jerseys. Really hard to see numbers. I don't either. I don't know who that is out there. Can't get a number. 2 at second base. Umpire's sheet just blew away from him. I don't know if he sees it. And at first base is 6. 2 and 6, Mr. Kirchner. Here comes McAtee. Runners hold. Pitch is a ball to Levi Fletcher Bates. 1-0 to him. So 2 and 6 are the courtesy runners. 2 is Austin Fletcher Bates. the sophomore out there at second. Or, excuse me, 2 is Carter Fountain out there at second. That pitch swung on, hit towards the gap. Coral can't get there. It'll fall in front of him in left center. Runners had to wait, but they advance. Did he call him out? He did? Oh, my gosh. He was safe. He was safe by a mile, but they're going to say Coral's give Levi Fletcher Bates a single. What's that? Well, you got to give the batter. So it's a fielder's choice? Wow, that's a strange scoring play. Runners at first and second with 1 out. McAtee will throw back to second. That runner was safe at third by a mile. Well, that's what I'm saying. He was safe at third. So that runner is put out 7-5. The pitch from McAtee is outside to Bo Begner. Count to him is 1-0. That's the first out of the inning. That's the courtesy runner, Fletcher Bates, getting put out over there. 7-5. Runners hold. Popped up on that pitch. Shallow left. Millard out. It's going to fall. They're going to go to third and get the force as the runners had to wait. They'll go to second. He's safe there. So the second out of the inning is number 6, the courtesy runner, Austin Fletcher Bates. And that first courtesy runner was Carter Fountain, top of the order now. Pitch from McAtee to Figueroa, bounce to Leffler. He's got a force, and he'll just glove it and step on third base to retire Figueroa, 5 unassisted for the third out of the inning. Pryor Bowen will lead off. What a mess in the scoring book. I had 16 pitches for McAtee to get through that inning. The West Burlington, the end result, only gets 1 on some strange scoring plays. We'll try to mop it up here when we in between innings. Let's take a 60-second break. Warriors coming to the plate in the bottom of the second, leading 2-1. When we come back to the Ferguson Sports Complex, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Total. Live. 16 pitches as we're back with you for McAtee's up to a game total of 25. 2-1, end result of that weird top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. 8, 9, and 1 for Van Buren County. Caston, Urach, and McAtee. First pitch outside past the catcher, halfway to the backstop. Dan Caston watched it. 1-0 the count to him. He wears number 6, hits 8th in the order, the freshman out in right field tonight. 167 on the year. Lotso back on the mound out of the windup, coming to the plate. Caston pops it up on the infield behind second base. Second baseman over behind the bag. He'll squeeze it to make the play. Caston retired first out of the inning on the pop out to Pryor Bowen at second. 1 out now for number 7, Leo Urach, batting 9th in the order. The freshman playing second tonight. Urach still looking for his first hit on the year. Takes that pitch, a strike. 0-1 to Leo. So in that inning, we had two 7-5 putouts at third base. Very strange. Urach lines that one foul down the third base line. 0-2 to him. Both force outs. 7-5, 7-5. That's the left fielder, the third baseman, force outs. At third base, and the force out by Leffler made the play. Urach grounds that one slowly to short. Figueroa charges on the grass, double clutches. I think Urach's going to beat it. He will. That's an E6. That play should have been made by Figueroa. So Urach on base on the E6. Yeah, he double clutched it, though. He kind of bobbled it, didn't he? He looked like he double clutched. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll score it a hit. Urach on with a single. Bunt by McAtee. Gloved by the pitcher. He'll throw to first. Give him a sacrifice. McAtee with the sacrifice. Aiden reached out and never scored the first run in the first for the Warriors. So he sacrifices Urach over. And that was the second hit given up by Lotzow. Kinnick Millard in there now. Caston was 1 for 3 with a single last night. First pitch by Lotzow to Millard. It's taken for a ball. 1-0. Urach was 0 for 2 last night. And Millard was 0 for 3. Now we can put that away. As I went through what everybody did last night, we can look at what they did tonight. Runner at second, 1 out. Millard swings through that one. 1-1, excuse me. The count to Millard. He walked and was retired on the bases in the first inning. Here comes the offering from Lotzow, taken for a strike by Millard. Runner stays put. That's Urach out there at second. 1-2 to Kinnick. There's 2 outs in the inning. Runner at second in scoring position with 2 outs. That's Caston. He popped out. McAtee on the sacrifice. A ball is the next pitch low to Millard, evening the count at 2-2. Lotzow steps off. I think he might have, yeah. He didn't balk, so he got his footwork right. He stepped off. Here comes the pitch. Millard to right field in the air. Right fielder cannot make the play. Here comes the runner around second. That's Urach going to score to make it 3-1. So Kinnick Millard with a single to right. It was gloved, but on a short hop by the right fielder out there, Begner. Give Millard an RBI and a single. Third hit given up by Lotzow. So here in the bottom of the second, the Millard single. Leffler's up next for the Warriors. Lotzow's first pitch to him lands for a strike. 0-1 to Isaac. He singled, scored the Warriors' second run back in the first inning. So that sacrifice by McAtee pays off. Miller drives in the run. Isaac flies that one to center. Center fielder in to his right. He's under it. That's Levi Fletcher Bates. He'll make the play out there. Leffler is the third out of the inning on the fly out to center field. But the Warriors get a run with the aid of a couple of hits. There were no errors, and they're going to end up not leaving a runner. Let's see. That was Millard out there after his RBI single. 13 pitches for Lotzow to get through that inning. He's up to 49 in the game. Warriors lead 3-1 after 2. We'll take a 60-second break. Coming back for the top of the third, West Burlington will be coming back to the plate. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel. Also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
Back with you, ready for the top of the third. McAtee ready. First pitch to Pryor Bowen. Grounded to short. Miller to his right. Gloves. Throws over to Meek. Bowen is retired. 6-3 on the putout. He had singled and retired on that double play in the first. He's the first out of the third inning. It's Bowen, Thaleen, and Bentz, the 3 due up for West Burlington. Number 27 is Brock Thaleen, senior first baseman. He hits third in the order. 6:36. Coming into tonight's action from the right side. McAtee out of the windup. Warriors lead 3-1. Top of the third. Too far outside on a fastball from McAtee. Got to be careful with the lean with that gaudy average. He's just driving in runs, getting hits. It's 1-0 to him. You don't want to leave one over the plate to him if you can help it. McAtee ready again. Got his sign to the plate. Low. Oh, caught the plate for a called strike. 1-1. Count even to Thaleen. 1 out, base is empty. Warriors lead 3-1 as we play. Top of the third. That pitch lined to right field. Caught as Kasten out there went to his right and caught the line drive by Thaleen. Solid contact, but just hit it right at somebody. Thaleen, the second out of the inning, on the liner to Kasten out there in right field. Next up, the cleanup man, number 12, Garrett Bentz, sophomore third baseman. He hit into that double play in the first. In there from the right side. McAtee's first pitch to him too far inside. 1-0. Bentz playing third base tonight. 400 average into play this evening. McAtee rocks and fires. That one drilled to left. Coral to his left. He's under it. He'll make the play. Bentz, the third out of the inning on the fly out to Coral. West Burlington retired. 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the third with the Warriors leading 3-1. Back with you after this 60-second break. The Warriors coming to the plate. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. Just 6 pitches for McAtee to get through that inning. That helps his pitch count. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
I could. All right, we're back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa. We go to the bottom of the third with the Warriors leading 3-1. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up in the order. Meek, Coral, and Kite. Meek walked, stranded on the bases in the first. Still looking for his first hit of the year. He's playing first tonight for Van Buren County without an average. He's got to get it going as well for this Warrior offense to be effective. He takes a strike on the first offering from Latzow. That's Latzow's 50th pitch already tonight, 0-1 to Meek. Latzow, the righty, is ready. He's got his sign. He winds and deals. Too far outside. Meek watched the ball. It's 1-1 to Isaiah. Latzow, the 1-1. Meek sends it out towards center. In and then back into his right a little bit. Levi Fletcher Bates squeezes it out there in center field to retire Isaiah Meek. First out of the inning there. Up next for the Warriors is number 9, Will Coral, sophomore left fielder. He reached on a fielder's choice stranded on the bases in the first. Coral will bat from the left side. 250 for Will on the season. He grounds the first pitch softly to second on a couple of hops. Glove thrown over to first. And retired is Will Coral. 4-3 on the putout. That's Bowen to Thelene. Coral, the second out of the inning, just on 4 pitches. Lotzow has 2 outs to help his pitch count. Was a little high. If he can get through this inning, that would help it. Up next for the Warriors, bat 6 in the order, number 23, Cree Kite, the freshman catcher, retired 3 unassisted in the first. Kite squibs that one off the end of the bat, right down the line. It's going to go foul and be touched. Cree did a good job not to touch it when it was in fair territory, but he ran over the top of the ball. It spun foul, and it was touched by West Burlington for a strike. Kite will jog back and get his bat, and the next pitch will be an 0-1 count to him. Kite's got his bat. He's back in the box and ready. So is Lotzow. The wind and deal. Low and outside, bounced in there. Count even at 1-1 to freshman Cree Kite. Lotzow nods to Guillen. Here's the offering. Bounced over the mound. In front of second. Gloved by Figueroa. Thrown over to first to Thelene. Kite is the third out of the inning, 6-3. On the putout, McKinney will lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the fourth. Van Buren County retired 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're still 3-1 is our score. Warriors lead after 3 complete innings. Let's do a 30-second break in between innings here so we can do a bumper as we come back. Sounds a little bit more professional. So we'll take a 30-second break in between innings here. We'll go to the top of the fourth. West Burlington coming to the plate. When we come back, Warriors lead 3-1. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. We're streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel if you want to tune in. Watch some good baseball tonight. We're also on the air if you can't watch a monitor. 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 30 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114 because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114 or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you once again from the Ferguson. We're going to the top of the fourth. Warriors lead 3-1.
Leading off the top of the fourth for the Falcons, Caleb Bush.
It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up in the order for West Burlington. Caleb Bush, Silas Lotzow the pitcher, and Sawyer Guillen the catcher to face Aiden McAtee, who starts the inning with 31 total pitches. McAtee ready, and here he comes. Strike on the outside part of the plate to Bush. 1-1 the count to him. He walked, scored a run in the second. McAtee's ready again. Into the windup he goes, and the offering. A little bit low. Right about the same part of the outside of the plate, but that time a little bit lower. And Caleb Bush, the count to him is even at 1-1 now. McAtee's 1-1 on the way. Swung through by Bush, 1-2. McAtee is dealing tonight without a strikeout to aid him. Be nice to, I think he had 8 in his first outing against Keokuk. Be nice to help himself out here and get a punch out. There is a swing and a miss, held onto by Kite, and just like I said, Caleb Bush is McAtee's first strikeout victim of the swinging variety. Out number 1 in the inning. McAtee has now given up a couple of hits. He's walked 2. That's his first strikeout on 35 pitches. Up next for West Burlington, 6th in the order, number 21, Silas Lotzow, the freshman pitcher. Right-handed batter. McAtee's first offering to him is swung through by Lotzow, 0-1 the count. He singled to reach base, and then he was one of those 7-5 putouts at third. Well, his courtesy runner was back in the second. Here comes the 0-1. Swung through again. 0-2 to Lotzow. McAtee has found something here. getting a few swings and misses. Struck out the first batter of the inning, looking for number 2. Aiden has his sign. He rocks and fires. Swinging strikeout of Silas Latzow on 3 pitches. McEntee sets him down. Out number 2 in the inning. McEntee's second K of the game. Batting next for West Burlington, 7th in the order, number 8, Sawyer Guillen. He's a sophomore catcher, right-handed batter. He was hit by a pitch to reach base in the second. Here comes McEntee to him. Too far inside. 1-0 to Guillen. 2 outs and nobody on for West Burlington here as we play top of the 4th. Warriors lead 3-1. McEntee lifts the right leg and delivers. High and outside. 2-0 to the West Burlington catcher. He came in with a .250 average. Latzo was at 100 and Bush was at 308. Those were the 3 batters. That one high and in. And Guillen gets out of the way to make it 3-0. So McEntee will look to battle his way back into the count here. Not wanting to issue a walk and possibly start a rally for West Burlington. Aiden ready, and here he comes. Just off the plate on the outside part. Guillen draws a 4-pitch walk. 2-out base runner for West Burlington. It's the 3rd walk issued by McEntee. I'm just making sure of that. Yes, 3rd. So 1 on and 2 out as Guillen trots down to first after drawing that walk. Up next, 8th in the order, number 7, Levi Fletcher Bates. High and outside on the first offering to him, 1-0. Fletcher Bates, a senior playing in the center field, 222 coming into tonight. He reached on a fielder's choice back in that crazy second. Now here comes the courtesy runner. That's number 6, Austin Fletcher Bates. Austin Fletcher Bates is a sophomore. He's running for the catcher, Sawyer Guillen, who just drew that walk. McEntee out of the stretch. Courtesy runner has his lead. And Aiden will check him. Bounce to throw over there to Meek, who knocks it down. 1-0 the count to Levi Fletcher Bates. Right-handed batter in there. McEntee with 12 pitches in the inning. He's up to 43 in the game. His offering fouled off, right side out of play. Count square at 1-1 to the West Burlington center fielder. Warrior outfield is about straight away, medium depth for Fletcher Bates. There goes the runner. Pitch is a ball popped away out of the glove of Kite to his right. No throw. 2-1 the count to the batter. Credit the courtesy runner Austin Fletcher Bates with the stolen base to second. So runner at second in scoring position with 2 outs here. McEntee wants to snuff this out right now. He's behind to Fletcher Bates, 2-1. Steps off, bluffs the throw. Runner does not retreat all the way to the bag. Still has a pretty healthy lead out there. McEntee slide steps to the plate. Swing and a miss. 2-2 to Levi Fletcher Bates as he maybe went fishing him for one a little bit high and outside. So McEntee, let's see if he can strike out the side here. Not in a row with that walk, but in between. But let's see if he can. There goes the runner. Bounced foul down the third baseline. We'll do it again from 2-2. Courtesy runner Austin Fletcher Bates will retreat from third to second as he was off with the pitch. We're in the top of the 4th. Warriors up 2, 3-1. Tying run is at the plate right now for West Burlington. McEntee checks. There goes the runner. The pitch. Low and in. Kite's throw. Not in time. Bounced out of the glove of left there. Here comes the runner. Isaac goes and retreats it. He'll throw to home. Kite lets it go. He said it hit the runner. The pitch was a ball. I think the count's 3-2, right? Okay, so give courtesy runner Austin Fletcher Bates a stolen base to third, and then you're going to give somebody an error on that? I think that, give it to, I think it popped out of left footer's glove. E5. We'll score that in E5 that let the courtesy runner come home. Count 3-2 to the batter. That is ball 4. Now they caught up. So that's a walk issued to Levi Fletcher Bates. He'll trot down to first. Third walk issued by McEntee. So the West Burlington scores that run as courtesy runner Austin Fletcher Bates steals third, comes home on the E5 to make it. Begner in there from the left side. Here's their first offering for McEntee. Popped up on the infield. Leffler calling. In fair territory right next to the bag. He'll catch it to retire the side. So Begner, third out of the inning on the pop out to third baseman Leffler. It'll be the top of the order when West Burlington bats in the fifth. So they do get a run without a hit. There was a couple of walks there in the inning and an error, and they'll end up leaving one on base. So now our score is 3-2 after 3.5. Let's take a 1-minute break and come on back for the bottom of the fourth. Warriors are coming to the plate, looking to extend that 3-2 lead. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Hi, Susan here at Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. When you're wanting to spruce up your home, come see our kitchen and bath showroom. We also have flooring, from luxury vinyl to Shaw and Mohawk carpet. Every color for your rooms, from Best Look paint. Plan now to get all of your lawn and garden projects done from the help of Wasco Hardware. And remember, we have the perfect gift for that special someone, from Milwaukee tools, grilling, or a scented candle, and so much more. Wasco Hardware, downtown Keosauqua. Check us out online at wascohardware.com.
All right, here come the Warriors in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be McKinney, Caston, and Urach, 7, 8, 9 in the order. McKinney, the left-handed batter, takes one low and in. 1-0 to him. He had a deep fly ball to the right field corner back in the first to end that inning. Like I said, he's looking for his first hit on the year. Got to get Eli going. High and outside, 2-0 to him from Lotso. Just to clean up that inning there from West Burlington in the top of the fourth, I got a run on no hits, an error, one left. Lotso out of the windup to the plate. McKinney lines that one. Ooh, is it inside the bag? No, just foul down the first base line. So that's 2 at-bats in a row that McKinney, he made it out on that deep fly ball, and that one was sharply lined down the first base line. 2-1 the count, but what I'm seeing is some better contact from Eli. That's a good sign, I believe. Here comes Lotso to him. Eli checked a little bit of a hesitation, took a ball. 3-1. The count to McKinney. Wouldn't be a bad thing to take a walk here and get the leadoff man on for the Warriors either. We'll take a hit or a walk. Lotso's 3-1 to Eli. Oh, caught it. Caught the play. Looked a little bit high and outside. Called a strike by the home plate umpire. Full count. 3-2 now. McKinney, the first batter here for the Warriors in the bottom of the fourth as Van Buren County leads 3-2. Here comes the payoff. Fouled off. Right over us, a little bit to the left. Another 3-2 will be on the way. Good battle going on so far here tonight. Warriors playing with the lead here. Here comes the next payoff. McKinney, fly ball fouled on the first base line. Is anybody going to get to it, or will it stay in play? It's out of play. Once again, we'll have another 3-2. Yeah, this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. As Mr. Kirchner just saying, Eli making Lotso work, and he's absolutely right about that. Another 3-2 on the way. McKinney, a late swing, fouled it off left side. Maybe realized it was a breaking ball, had to hold up, decided to swing it because it was going to be a strike, and fought it off. So he'll see another pitch. Yeah. It's a good point, Mr. Kirchner. Lotso, a freshman. He's got 90 pitches to work with. High. McKinney draws a well-earned walk from Lotso. Warriors do get their leadoff runner on. Latzow's third. See if I can check that quick. 1, 2. His third walk issued to McKinney. Up next for the Warriors, looks like we got a pinch hitter here for Caston as number 13, Blaine Benjamin.
Number 13, batting for the Warriors, Blaine Benjamin.
Going to bat for Caston. Benjamin, a senior, and I believe he's looking for his first hit on the year as well. So let's see if Blaine can produce here. I'd have to look back and see what he did last season. 308. Check the runner at first. He's back safely. Blaine Benjamin, the senior, in there. Check again at first. Back safe again. Latzo out of the stretch. Here comes the first offering to Benjamin. Outside. Blaine watched it for a ball. Want to know the count to Blaine? Latzow's next offering to him is a called strike to even the count at 1-1. Those strikeouts by McAtee, I should have mentioned, were brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop when Aiden was on the mound there. Got to work these sponsors in a little bit better during the in-game. Called strike on that next pitch. 1 and 2. All the innings tonight, 1 through 4 so far, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. Latzo to the plate. Benjamin strikes out swinging for the first out of the inning. That's the first strikeout for Silas Latzo, the freshman pitcher tonight. Up next for the Warriors, batting ninth in the orders, number 7, Leo Urach, freshman, second baseman. He singled, stranded on the bases. Back in the second, takes a pitch for a called strike. 0-1 to Urach. That was the 14th pitch by Latzo here. He started the inning with 56. He's up to 70. McKinney has his lead. Oh, they had him picked off. Oh, he went. His first movement was to second, and he had to hustle back. I thought they had him picked off. No, Eli hustles back in there, but that was closer than it needed to be if his first move would have been back towards first base. McKinney may be looking to go somewhere. Latzo almost caught him. There he goes. Here's the pitch. Popped up, or fly ball, I should say, right field. McKinney's got to head back. It's caught out there. No throw to first as McKinney gets back. Caught by Begner in right field. Urach, second out of the inning on the fly out to right. That'll turn the lineup over to the leadoff man for the Warriors, number 1, Aiden McAtee, senior, on the mound. He reached on an error, scored a run in the first, had a sacrifice in the second to help Warriors get a run. McAtee takes a pitch high and in. 1-0 the count to him. McKinney had first with 2 outs as McKinney walked, then a strikeout, then a fly out. So 1 on and 2 out for the Warriors. McAtee in there from the left side. Here's the pitch. A breaking ball over. McAtee watched it. Evens the count at 1-1. McAtee into tonight. Was at 125. Aiden looking to improve that average right here. Bottom of the fourth. Warriors lead 3-2. They've got 1 on, 2 out. Oh, and time called for some reason. Oh, it's a balk. They called a balk because Latzo did not pause or turned his shoulder and didn't go the way of his first movement. So they're going to send McKinney down to second on the balk by Latzo. We'll note that here in the scorebook. So McKinney now at second with 2 out. 1-1 to McAtee. He swings and lines that one back up through the middle into center field. McKinney, around third. Did he catch the corner of the bag? Boy, I don't know if they see it. There goes McAtee to second. McKinney scores. Throw goes into center. Boy, I don't know if they're going to appeal. What I saw, I hope McKinney got the inside corner of the bag. I think he did. I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. So give, as it stands right now, McAtee going to give him a double? Single? Single in an advance on the throw. Single in an RBI, but he's at second. That's where he ends up. We'll give him Warriors a hit in the inning. Another, that's the third or fourth hit given up by Latzo. Pitch to Millard is a ball, 1-0 to Kinnick. Next offering, lined. Oh, it hits the pitcher, goes back up the middle into center field. Here comes McAtee around to score. Throw goes home. Why throw that home? You're not going to get him. Allows Millard to advance to second. So 2 consecutive singles, and McAtee advanced on the throw, so did Millard. You can score McAtee on the play. Back-to-back hits given up. It's now 5-2. No reason to throw home. You just given the runners extra bases if you're West Burlington. So Warriors have put up a couple here in the bottom of the fourth. McAtee with an RBI, and so did Millard, both on their singles. Advance to second on the throws. Meeting at the mound gives me a chance to catch up on the book here. So with this all happening with 2 outs, the McAtee single scored McKinney. Isaac Leffler up next to make it 4-2, Van Buren. And then the Millard single scored McAtee to make it 5-2. First pitch to Leffler, 21st by Latzo of the inning is a ball. 1-0. Millard out there at second with 2 outs. Latzo is offering, grounded or bounced to short. Oh, Millard ran right in front of the fielder, and Figueroa booted it. That'll be an E6. Leffler to first, reaches on the E6. That's the second error of the night for West Burlington. Move Millard over to third. That'll bring up the cleanup man, number 14, Isaiah Meek, senior first baseman. He is 0 for 1 with a walk, stranded on the bases. There goes the runner, popped out of the catcher's glove on the attempted throw. Send Leffler down to second on the stolen base after he reached on the E6. Second and third now for the Warriors with 2 out. As we play bottom of the fourth, Warriors lead 5-2, and 2 big runs out there for Meek to drive in, get his bat going. That one's fly down the left field line, foul, in play, but nobody could get to it. The count to Meek is 1-1. 24th pitch of the inning by Latzo. He's had a couple of long innings here, 36 in the first. Then he had 13 in the second, 7 in the third. His pitch count was looking better. Now 24 here in the fourth. Like Mr. Kirchner said, he's a freshman, so he's got less pitches to work with. He gets to 90, he can finish the batter. Meek watched a breaking ball for a strike, 1-2 to Isaiah. He can finish the batter, I think, once he gets to his limit, but then that's it. Freshman pitch counts are less than, or 8th grade and freshmen are less than sophomores through seniors because they are younger arms required by the state of Iowa. That one outside from Latzo. 2-2 to Meek. So we got to watch that here. Started with 56. He's got 26 in the inning. He's up to 82, nearing the end. Latzo hoping to get out of this inning. Meek flies that one out towards left. Looks like it's playable. Underneath it and squeezing is Caleb Bush out there. Meek flies out to Bush in left for the third out of the inning. Coral will lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the bottom of the fifth. But the Warriors do damage, getting 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error, and they end up leaving 2 on base. So it's 5-2 after 4 complete innings, 27 pitches for Latzo. He's up to 83. in the game. Let's take a 1-minute break and come on back to start the top of the fifth. West Burlington coming back to the plate when we return from this 60-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
All right, we're back with you for the top of the fifth. 1, 2, and 3 in the order due up for West Burlington. Aiden Figueroa in there from the right side against Aiden McEntee. Here comes Aiden. Called strike. Taken by Figueroa. 0-1 the count. He is 0 for 2 on the night. 3:57 entering play. McEntee's delivery. Fly ball. Center field McKinney in, then a couple back. He's under it. He'll make the play. Figueroa 0 for 3 flies out to McKinney in center. First out of the inning. Next up for West Burlington, hits second in the order. Number 13, Pryor Bowen, sophomore, second baseman. 1 for 2. The single and a ground out on the evening. He's a right-handed hitter also. McEntee, the lefty, is ready. He winds and deals. Called strike outside part of the plate. 0-1 to Bowen. Here comes the 0-1 from McEntee. Ooh, late swing, chopped to third. Leffler has it. Strong throw to first. Meek has it. 5-3 on the putout of Pryor Bowen. Yeah, that was a real late swing. It might have hit him if he didn't make contact with the bat. But a harmless ground out to Leffler. Second out of the inning. Here's Brock Thelene, number 27, senior first baseman. Brat's third in the order. 2 outs, nobody on. Thelene takes, a called strike outside part of the plate. Could have been a ball too far outside, but it's 0-1 to Thelene. He was batting .636 coming into tonight. He has a walk and a flyout, 0 for 1 with that walk. That one too far inside from McEntee. Count even at 1-1 to Thelene. Base is empty with 2 outs here. Top of the fifth. Warriors up 3-5-2. McEntee's 1-1. Reached for, popped up, right side, out of play. A pitch he didn't have to swing at. That would have been a ball. But helps McEntee out 1-2 now. He's ahead in the count. I think McEntee would like nothing more to retire Thelene and end this fifth. He'd love a strikeout, but he'll take it any way he can get the out. Oh, that one drilled towards the left center field gap. I don't think anybody's going to get to it. Thelene showing his power all the way almost to the fence. McKinney gets it, throws it into Millard, the cutoff man, and there's what Brock Thelene has been doing all year long. McKinney left one over the plate with 2 strikes, and it came back to bite him. Thelene with a ringing double to the left center field gap. Third hit given up by McEntee. Courtesy, no, they're going to let, no, there's no courtesy runner for Thelene. He's out there at second. Up next, Garrett Bentz, number 12, sophomore, third baseman. He's 0 for 2. That pitch swung on, hit about towards the same spot. Coral going back. Will he catch it? No, he can't get it. It's up against the fence. Runner from second, Thelene scores back-to-back doubles. Throw coming back into Millard. 2 pitches, back-to-back doubles, as McEntee made another mistake. Bentz with an RBI double. He changes places with Thelene, who scores. Here in the top of the fifth, the Bentz double scores to lean. West Burlington cuts into that 5-2 lead. It's 5-3 now. Van Buren County. Bush in there, took a called strike. 0-1 to Caleb Bush. Fourth hit given up by McAtee. That pitch fouled off, swung on and fouled off, out of play right side by Bush. Quickly 0-2. Let's get out of this right here, Aiden. Bush on the evening, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. He's in there from the right side. There goes the runner from second, a curveball. McAtee left it too far outside. Kite will not throw. Leffler says, nope, we're not going to get him. Don't risk it, because you throw it away, that runner at third would score. So just eat it, and Creek Kite wisely listened to his senior leader over there, Leffler. 1-2, now 2-2. Bounced in there low and in from McAtee to Bush. Oh, they're going to say it hit him? Okay. So the 1-2 pitch hits Bush. He'll go to first. First and third now with 2 outs. McAtee hits his second batter of the night on the 13th pitch of the inning. So the tying runs are on base for West Burlington. Silas Lotzow, number 21, the freshman pitcher. There goes the runner. Kind of a defensive indifference there, but we'll give him a stolen base. Bush, after being hit by that pitch, down to second. Second and third, they're both in scoring position now. 0-1. The count 0-2, swinging strike. Foul tip maybe into the mid of Kite. I heard a little tick. 0-2. Lotzow was, let's see, no, he's 1 for 2 with a single, put out on the bases and a strikeout. Fouled off, back to the fence, fighting off a good pitch from McAtee on an 0-2. We'll do it again. So Lotzow, here's a key at bat in the game. Warriors lead 5-3. We're in the top of the 5th. They've got 2 outs, but West Burlington has runners at second and third. McAtee would love to set him down right here, get another strikeout. That would be his third of the night if he can get it. Here it comes, popped up. Right side, Meek over, and it stays in play. He went to the fence, and then it came back in play. I think it might have went off of him. He made contact with it, but it was in foul territory over by the fence and falls harmlessly for just a foul ball. Can't grant an error on that one because you can't assume anything in foul territory, but I think if you asked that, it was, but I think if you asked Isaiah, he'll probably tell you he should have caught that, so we'll remember that one as new life for Lotzow. It would have been a tough play, no doubt about it. Meek hustled his way over there right away to the fence, and then the wind might have brought it back a little bit. He ended up overrunning it, and it might have ticked off his face and hit him. Here comes the offering. Runner halfway down from third. Pitch was a ball high and outside. McAtee still ahead in the count, 1-2 to Lotzow. Make him go fishing here, Aiden. Don't give him anything to hit. Tying runs are on the base. Here comes McAtee. That pitch swung on. Hit to the left center field gap. McKinney's back. He's under it, and he's got it. That's a big out there for the Warriors. Lotzow flies out to center to leave the tying runs stranded on base. Third out of the inning. Guillen will lead off for West Burlington when they bat in the 6th. So West Burlington gets a run on a couple of hits. There were no errors. They end up leaving 2 on base. 19 pitches for McAtee. He's up to 69 in the game. Let's take a 1-minute break. Bottom of the 5th. Warriors coming to the plate looking to add to that 5-3 lead. After this 60-second break, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you from Keosauqua, Iowa. Pitching change for West Burlington, number 13, Pryor Bowen, into pitch for the Falcons. This season he's pitched in 2 games without a start or a record, has a save, pitched 2/3 of an inning, 18 total pitches, 4 official at-bats against him, a .500 average, given up 2 hits, no runs, has not walked anybody or hit a batter, 1 strikeout with a 0.00 ERA. Bowen into pitch, the righty. Called strike to Will Coral, excuse me. It's Coral, Kite, and McKinney, 5, 6, 7, up in the order for the Warriors. Coral 0 for 2 with a ground out, reached on fielder's choice. Took a ball from Bowen, 1-1. Warriors would have liked to extend that 2-run lead. Feels a little bit too close for me here. Breaking ball too far inside. Coral watched it. He's ahead in the count now, 2-1. Pryor Bowen out of the windup. Here he comes to Will. Oh, no. That pitch was inside and called a strike. I've got a great view of it. There's no way that's a strike, but it's 2-2 to Coral. Man, didn't do him any favors on that one. Here comes Bowen. Will swing and a miss. Unsecured third strike. Catcher tags him. No, he's going to flip it to first, and Coral beat it. He did. Then a high lob over the top of him. The catcher, Guillen, couldn't catch Coral on an unsecured third strike. So I think it gets credited as a strikeout for the pitcher, but Coral will reach on the unsecured third strike. But it's a swinging strikeout for the pitcher, but Coral reaches on good hustle. It's a first strikeout for Bowen, but the Warriors get a runner at first. Strange play. Catcher got away from me, grabbed it, tried to catch Coral going down the first base line, realized he wasn't going to catch him, tried to lob it over him, and the ball won to Cree Kite 1-0, and it was a high throw. The first baseman had to jump up to get it. Thaleen over there, and as he was in the air, Coral hit first base and beat it. What was that? Yeah, they'll check the runner at first. Safe is Coral. Pinch hitter, Colton Kirkhart for Cree Kite. Kirkhart, a junior. That pitch swung on. Fly ball, center field. Coming in and to his left is Levi Fletcher Bates. He'll make the play. So Kirkhart flies to center. First out of the inning. Coral has to stay put. They'll probably let Cree Kite re-enter at catcher, I would think, right? Just wanted to give Kirkhart an at-bat there. Because you can re-enter one time in Iowa high school baseball. Up next for the Warriors in the 7th spot is McKinney. 0 for 1 with a walk. Scored a run. Flies that one out to center. Fletcher Bates makes a sliding catch. Not sure if he needed to do that or just lost his footing, but he made the play. McKinney on one pitch. Flies to center. Second out of the inning. 2 outs for Bowen on 8 pitches. Coral reaching on the unsecured third strike over there at first. Umpire calls time. He's going to clean off home plate. Here comes number 6, Dan Caston, who re-entered for last time Blaine Benjamin hit for him. Caston back in there at batter's box now. He's 0 for 1. The pop out to second base. Where's number 6, a freshman right fielder? In there from the right side to face Pryor Bowen, who delivers. High and in to Caston. 1-0 the count. Coral got on that unsecured third strike. Thought that might have started a rally, but the next 2 men made out, so there's 1 on, 2 out. That's a ball taken by Caston high and in. 2-0 the count to Dan. Out of the stretch is Bowen. Looks in, gets his sign from Guillen. Here comes the offering. Swung through by Caston. Throw back to first. Coral back safely. 2-1. The count to the batter, Dan Caston, freshman for the Warriors. Coral has a short lead at first. Now takes another half step. Here comes the delivery. Outside. Taken for a ball. 3-1. So we had some strange things go in this game. A 5-pitch walk, 2 7-5 putouts. Caston pops that one up. Third baseman, foul territory. Under it and makes the catch does Garrett Bentz over there in foul territory. So Caston pops out to third for the third out of the inning. Leo Urach would lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the sixth. Nothing across, no runs, no hits, no errors. And they leave one. 13 pitches for Bowen to get through the fifth. So we are through 5 with the score. Warriors 5, Falcons 3. Let's take a 1-minute break. Come on back for the top of the 6th. West Burlington will be at the plate. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. Streaming live on the Atemlo Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
7-8-9 due up in the order here as we're back. Ferguson Sports Complex. Guillen, Fletcher Bates, Begner. McAtee still on the mound. That pitch swung on, and it will fall in the shallow right field over Urach and in front of Caston out there on one pitch. Catcher Sawyer Guillen has a single. Courtesy runner number 6, Austin Fletcher Bates, coming in to run for him. It's McAtee's 5th hit given up. And that'll bring up number, Sawyer Guillen is now 1 for 1. He's also been hit by a pitch and walked. This is Levi Fletcher Bates, 8th in the order, number 7, senior center fielder. McAtee will step off. Levi Fletcher Bates is 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice and a walk. Is that a balk? No. You're going to send the runner back? What's that? Oh, it was foul ball, foul tip. I was looking down at my scorebook. Okay. So it's 0-1 to the batter, Levi Fletcher Bates. Runner tried to steal. That was courtesy runner Austin Fletcher Bates at first, but a foul ball, so send him back. 0-1, runner at first, nobody out. McAtee hasn't picked off. Throw to Meek. Meek has it, throw to second, and he threw it away. I just got to score that just a stolen base, because for courtesy runner Austin Fletcher Bates, he's at second. They had him picked off, just not a good throw. Not sure they would have got him anyway, but went into the outfield, backed up nicely by the Warriors. So the count is 1-1. Fouled off. Oh, no, that was just that's the second pitch. It was just a pickoff attempt. You're right. So 0-2 the count to Fletcher Bates. West Burlington has a runner at second with nobody out, tying run at the plate. Warriors lead 5-3. McAtee checks the runner. There he goes. Pitch home, swing and a miss. Oh, Kite was going to throw to third. It popped up out of his glove and no throw. So he gets the strikeout, does McAtee Levi Fletcher Bates, first out of the inning. That's his third strikeout on the night. Courtesy runner number 6, Austin Fletcher Bates, the sophomore, goes down to third, the stolen base. Here's Bo Begner on the night, 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice. Wears 00, senior right fielder. 167 into tonight. McAtee caught the plate, but Begner watched a strike. 0-1. The count to the lefty, Bo Begner, facing the lefty, Aiden McAtee. McAtee ready. The next one spins him around, but does not hit him on a high inside pitch. 1-1 the count. Top of the 6th, we're in. Warriors lead by 2, 5-3. West Burlington, a runner at third, though. Bunted through. It's foul tip, I think. Dead ball. 1-2. West Burlington trying to bunt that run home there. But it was fouled off in the batter's box. 1-2. We'll see what they've got on here. McAtee ready. Oh, outside a wild pitch. Here comes the 4th run for West Burlington, and it'll score. That's courtesy runner Fletcher Bates scoring on a wild pitch from McAtee, way too far outside. It's 5-4 now. That's Austin Fletcher Bates, the courtesy runner, scoring on a wild pitch to make it 5-4 Warriors. That pitch a little bit high and in. And it'll make it a full count to Begner. 3-2. West Burlington has scored 1 here in this inning. There's 1 out. Base is empty. The 3-2 to Begner is on the way. Bounced in there. He draws a walk. McAtee's 5th walk issued. Here comes head coach Shane Begley. Could be it here for McAtee. Warriors still have the lead, 1 out, 1 on. And I think he's going to take the ball from him. 10 pitches here in the inning. Isaiah Meek looks like he might come in to pitch, and he will. McAtee will go to right. Caston going to come in and play first. It looks like we'll get the changes here. Bring Caston into play first. Put McAtee out to right and Meek from first to the mound. 10 pitches for McAtee in the 6th, but he just is able to get 1 out. He goes 5 and a third, giving up 5 hits, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, the 4 runs, hit 2 batters. So let's take a 1-minute break as Meek does his warm-up pitches. We'll be back for more here in the top of the 6th. Warriors lead 5-4. West Burlington at the plate. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel. Also, over the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, so Isaiah Meek, the senior, coming into pitch. He's going to face the top of the order, Aiden Figueroa, who's 0 for 3 on the night. 3:57 into action this evening. West Burlington has scored once. They got a runner on first with 1 out. There he goes. First pitch from Meek. The runner will steal second. No throw from Kite. So give Begner a stolen base down to second. He's in scoring position now with one out. That's the tying run out there. Figueroa at the plate. The pitch was a ball to Figueroa. 1-0. Meek, the lefty, out of the stretch, eyes the runner at second. His second pitch, swing and a miss by Figueroa. 1-1. Meek, pitching on the season, pitched in one game, did not start it, does not have a record or a save. 1 inning pitch, 16 total pitches, 3 official at-bats against him. Nobody got a hit, so no average. Didn't give up a hit, run, or a walk. Struck out 2. 0.00 ERA for Meek against Keokuk. He'll spin. They got him picked off. Throw to Urach. Now to third. Leffler, and they'll tag him. That put out. They pick him off. Nice move by Isaiah Meek. 1, 4, 5 on the pickoff. That's huge for the Warriors. 1-4-5 pickoff of Begner at second out of the inning. Now the bases are clear. The count to Figueroa is 1-1. Feel better about that now. Tying run off the bases, just at the plate. Meek, ready, the delivery. Breaking ball, low and in. Figueroa, watched it. 2-1 to count. Meek with a nice move. The runner went on first move by the pitcher, boy, and Meek, his first move was to pick him off, and Warriors got him. Here's the next offering. Grounded sharply. Oh, Urach couldn't handle it. Gets by him at second. Fielded by McAtee out there. How are we going to score that one? An air? Probably, I would think. Yep. So Figueroa will reach on the E4. Tough chance, but yeah, probably a play that should have been made. So the tying run back on base with 2 outs for West Burlington. Up next, number 13, Pryor Bowen, bats second in the order. Sophomore second baseman. He is 1 for 3 with a single on the night. 462 average. Pitch low and in from Meek to Bowen. 1-0 the count. Figueroa, he's got to be careful over there. Meek, the lefty, he's got good moves. He probably wants to try to get into scoring position. The lift of the leg and a delivery fouled off right side into the screen here. 1-1 to Bowen. Thaleen out of the on-deck circle for West Burlington to retrieve that foul ball. I'm sure Meek is aware that they'd love to send Figueroa into scoring position on the steal. He does not go. They check him at first. Oh, no, and Meek threw it away. Nope, not far enough. Caston, good hustle as he came in from his right field spot to play first. He might have got a piece of it. Not far enough away for Figueroa to risk it as there are 2 outs in the inning, so he stays put. Warriors catch a break. He stays put at first. Count to the batter, I believe, is 1-1. Scoreboard not correct. Meek to the plate. Swung on. Flied out towards center. McKinney in and to his left. Can he get there? No, it falls in front of him. Figueroa going to go from first to third. Bowen has a single. Tying run, lead run now on base for West Burlington. Meek gives up his first hit. First hit in the inning. West Burlington has scored once on a hit. It was an error. Now they got first and third, 2 out. Here comes Brock Thaleen, dangerous hitter. He takes a called strike. There goes the runner, Bowen, down to second on a stolen base. Warriors don't throw. 0-1 to Thaleen. Last time up, he doubled. He's 1 for 2 with that double and a walk. That one bounced in there high. Creek Kite can't find it. Meek has to hustle to it, and that allows on the wild pitch. Figueroa stomps on the plate angrily. He scores on the wild pitch, and we're tied at 5. Pryor Bowen over to third. Count to Thaleen is 1-1. Meek to the plate. Low and into Thaleen. 2-1. Meek out of the stretch with a runner at third, low and in again to Thaleen. Thaleen tells the runner at third, Bowen, to stay put. Good block by Kite. 3-1 to Thaleen. I just might put him on here because you make a mistake on him with that 6.36 average. It's probably not coming back. And Meek does walk him. That's not the worst thing. Creates a force at second for the Warriors. and first, obviously. But Celine draws the walk. So first and third now. We're tied at 5, 2 outs as we play top of the 6th. Meek has given up a hit and now a walk. Garrett Benson there. He's in the cleanup spot, number 12, sophomore, third baseman. Meek's first offering to him. Ball low and outside, blocked, got away from Kite a little bit, but not far enough. 1-0 to Bentz. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a double and an RBI. In there from the right side. Meek, the offering, low and in. Kite getting his workout, having to block these pitches from Isaiah Meek. The runner from first goes down to second. That's Thelene with the stolen base. Warriors not really contesting that as they don't want to throw one away and give West Burlington the lead. So now second and third with 2 out. We're tied at 5. Meek to the plate. Ooh, fouled back right at us here in the press box. Made me jump a little bit, even though there's a fence there. Caught me off guard. Yeah, he did. The count is 2-1 to Bentz, says the scoreboard. And my book, Meek, the delivery. Inside and high. Backed him out of there, but he watched it. 3-1 now. Yeah, I mean, a walk here wouldn't be the worst thing either. The cleanup guy create a force everywhere and make you face Caleb Bush. Here comes Meek, the plate. Fly ball, center field. McKinney coming in. He's under it. He'll catch it to get the Warriors out of the inning, tied at 5 with no farther damage. Bentz flies out to McKinney in center, third out of the inning. Bush will lead off for West Burlington when they bat in the top of the 7th. But West Burlington gets 2 runs on, let's see, 2 hits. There was an error by the Warriors, and West Burlington ends up leaving a couple. 17 pitches for Meek in the 6th to get the Warriors through. Let's check the totals with Mr. Kirchner. 2, 2, 1, and 2 left on. They've now left 8 on, has West Burlington. Bottom of the 6th, tied at 5. Warriors will look to come to the plate and take the lead back when we return after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring. At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, folks, back with you from Keosauqua, the Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field. Pitcher's over at third. We're just talking about the changes that last inning when Bowen came in to pitch. He went from second to the mound, and Lotzow, the pitcher, went to third. Didn't get the rest of the changes, but we're going to the bottom of the 6th. We'll try to do our best. Those changes for West Burlington. Leo Urach in there to lead off against Bowen. Breaking ball low inside. 1-0, the count to Urach. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Bounced way too far outside from Bowen. Missed his release point on that breaking ball. 2-0 to Urach. Be nice for the Warriors to get that leadoff man on here. Urach ahead 2-0 in the count. He's looking for his first hit, or he got his first hit here tonight. He was looking for it coming in. He lines that one to third, caught on a line drive. That's Lotzow over there making the play. He's as he was pitching, now he's playing third. So Urach lines out to the third baseman. First out of the inning. Top of the order now for the Warriors. Number 1, Aiden McAtee, senior, started on the mound, now playing at right field. He reached on an error, has a sacrifice, and a single. First pitch to him is a ball. 1-0 to McAtee. So he's 1 for 2, a couple of runs scored with the sacrifice. Takes a strike. 1-1. That sacrifice bunt, not an official at bat. The reaching on an error is, and he has a single as well. 2 runs scored for Aiden. Swings on that one, and a fly ball down the right field line into foul territory. A diving attempt out there. Could not be caught. A good effort by Bo Begner out there in right. And I don't know. I don't think that's Begner. Didn't look like a 0 on his back. That could be Bentz out there from third. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know there are other changes. But anyways, it's just a long strike. Couldn't be caught. And the count to McAtee is 1-2. Swing and a miss on that pitch. McAtee, a strikeout victim of the swinging variety. Second out of the inning for Bowen. His second strikeout on the 7th pitch of the inning. And it looks like number 12 playing right field. That would be Bentz out there. Bowen's first offering to Millard, swing and a miss for strike 1. Base is empty, 2 out. We're tied at 5. Bottom of the 6th. Millard tonight has walked, singled, and has a couple of singles. Bounced in there for a ball. Millard watched it. Count even at 1-1. So he walked in the first, singled in the second, singled in the fourth. 2 for 2 with a couple singles and a walk. Called strike. 1-2 to Millard. Seeing his bat coming around a little bit tonight. He was 0 for 3 last night in Minneapolis with 3 strikeouts. 222 for him coming into action tonight. He's down in the count, 1-2. And Bowen steps off. Or Millard calls time, one of the two. Now we're ready to go. Batter, pitcher ready. Here's the offering. Fouled off, right side. Will it stay in play? I don't think so. We'll do it again from 1-2. Bowen to the Warriors shortstop. Millard, a right-handed batter. Sophomore, saw a lot of valuable varsity experience last year, mostly playing second base. Here comes Bowen's offering. Millard fought it off. Foul ball towards the West Burlington dugout on the third base side. Once again, we'll do it again from 1-2. Bowen looks in and has his sign from Guillen. Here's the pitch, a breaking ball. Millard waited on it, sends one down the left field line into foul territory. Nobody can get to it as Caleb Bush the closest. Another 1-2 on the way. Millard making him work here. Bowen, 13 pitches to get through the 5th. He's got 13 already here in the 6th for a game total of 26. We track pitches here in Iowa. That's why we talk about it all the time, just to keep you updated on that. Millard follows that one off, up and over us. He's battling. Another 1-2. It's about the 4th one. Pitch 8 he's going to see in the at-bat, says Mr. Kirchner. Bowen ready out of the windup. Bounced it in there. Millard draws even in the count at 2-2. Base is empty with 2 outs. Here, bottom of the 6th. This one going to come right down to the wire, it appears, as we're tied at 5. Good ball game tonight. Back and forth. Warriors led most of it. West Burlington tied it up last inning in the top of the 6th, last half inning. Here comes Bowen to Millard. Oh, swing and a miss. Got by the catcher. Kinnick hustling down to first. He's going to make it to first on an unsecured third strike. So that's the second time a Warrior has done that tonight. Give a strikeout to the pitcher, but Millard to first on the unsecured third strike, and probably a wild pitch credited to Bowen as well. Here's Isaac Leffler, batting third in the order, number 3, the Warrior third baseman. Bowen's first pitch to him, too far outside for ball 1. So Millard down there at first with 2 outs. There's the lead run for the Warriors. See what Isaac can do. Leffler has singled, flied to center, reached on an air. 1 for 3 with that single. Bowen checks Millard at first. He's back. Leffler was 333 coming into play, the leading hitter at about 347 last year for the Warriors. Nothing more I'd love to see than to see Isaac send one to the gap in the left center here. Breaking ball gets away from the catcher. The ball. Miller going to make it down to second on a wild pitch. Count is 2-0. Bowen has uncorked a couple of wild pitches here in the bottom of the sixth. Now the lead run for the Warriors in scoring position. That's Kinnick Millard out there with good speed. Leffler at the plate, the Warriors' leading hitter. Here comes Bowen. That one by the catcher on another wild pitch. Or you can call that one a pass ball. That's an iffy one. Okay, third wild pitch here in about the last 4 pitches. Catcher didn't even make an attempt to scoot over on that one, but anyways, the end result is Millard, the lead, runs at third. And the count to Leffler's 3-0. If I were West Burlington, I'd put him on. I mean, same thing as with Theline. Yep, then that's exactly what their coach is telling them to do. Isaac rolls his eyes as he wanted a chance to drive in that lead run, but the coach knows the danger there of Leffler. They're just going to put him on, and that's the same thing I would do with Theline. So can't blame him there. So an intentional walk. Yeah. Yep. That's the first walk issued by Bowen. Pitch is a ball. Leffler takes second immediately. The scoreboard says 3-0. There's a line drive out to left. Oh, hit too hard. Liner is caught in left. Boy, a little bit farther towards the gap, and the Warriors will score 2. Meek lines out to the left fielder, Bush, for the third out of the inning. So they fail to score to the Warriors. No runs, no hits, no errors. They're going to leave 2. After 6 are complete, we're tied at 5 to the top of the 7th. We go after this 1-minute break. West Burlington will be coming back to the plate. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you to start the top of the 7th. Tied at 5. Good ball game tonight. The West Burlington Falcons are in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors in boys high school varsity baseball, Southeast Iowa. Super Conference South Division action. West Burlington coming to the plate in the top of the 7th. It's going to be 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Caleb Bush, Silas Latzow, Sawyer Guillen to bat for the Falcons. Isaiah Meek back to the mound for the Warriors. The lefty came in of relief of Aiden McAtee, who was playing right field. Meek ready out of the windup. High and outside on the first offering to Caleb Bush. 1-0 the count. Bush has walked and scored a run, struck out, hit by a pitch. So he is 0 for 1 with that walk. He swinging bunt. Meek off the mound, throws. Did he get him? And he got him. A great hustle play. I thought that was going to be a swinging bunt for a hit, but Meek, it was towards third base. He hustled off the mound, picked it up, and threw over to first. Nice play by the Warrior hurler off the mound to get Caleb Bush on the second pitch of that at-bat. 1-3 on the putout. First out of the inning. I got The West Burlington coach going to appeal something or say, did he ask the umps to get together and see if he held the bag or if somebody had a different call? You can't change that. Yeah, he's out asking him to look at something, but the home plate umpire said no, he didn't. Off his third base coaching box down there. They're not going to make a change on that. There's one out. That's a big out for the Warriors, too. Good play by Meek off the mound to retire Bush at first, get the lead runner, or the lead, the first batter of the inning, make it one out with nobody on. All right, here is a pinch hitter. Oh, no, that's Lotzow, 21. Takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 the count to him. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Meek ready. The next offering, too far inside. Kite had to slide over to get it. 2-0. Don't want to walk somebody on here and give him a freebie either. Free pass. Make him earn it. 2-0 the count. Meek looks in, has his sign from Kite, and here he comes. Too far outside. 3-0. Probably a red light here from the head coach, Dustin Guillen, to the batter. Meek's got to find the plate here, and here he comes. Nope. High and outside a little bit. Meek mad at himself. He issued a 4-pitch walk to Lotzow. Will trot down to first. So West Burlington has one on with one out. Meek issues his second walk. Up next, 7th in the order, number 8, Sawyer Guillen, sophomore, doing the catching. He is 1 for 1, also been hit by a pitch, has a walk. They'll check him at first, back safely as the runner. Lotzow over there. Guillen is 1 for 1 with a single, has scored 2 runs, also been hit by a pitch and walked. Warriors will be looking to turn 2 on a grounder up the middle. Meek to the plate, high and outside. Isaiah got to find his release point. Quick throw by Kite down to Caston. Oh, it got away from him. Man, that's costly because there's the lead run into scoring position. The Warriors throwing it around a little bit. Boy, that one hurts. I don't think you're going to get him on that play anyway. So the pitch was a ball, 1-0 to Guillen. That's got to be an error, E2 or 3. Should have been caught. E2. Okay. Lotzow goes down to second on the E2. Was time called, or was that that pitch count? I heard somebody yell time, but 2-0. The count to the batter, Guillen. Lotzow down at second after the walk. That pitch fouled off to the right of us into the screen. Meek getting himself back into the count. It's 2-1. We're tied at 5, top of the 7th. 1 out. Good play by Meek off the mound to get a swinging bunt by Bush. And then Lotzow drew a walk, went down to second as Kite tried to throw behind him and pick him off. Caston couldn't handle it. Meek's offering. Oh, a swing and a miss, and the batter getting mad at himself. It was half-heartedly. He went through it. So 2-2 now. Isaiah would like nothing more than to get a strikeout here. Meek checks the runner. He's ready. The delivery. Lined towards right field. Going to be too hard hit. McAtee right underneath it. He's got it. Throw back into Yurok. Runner's got to stay put. And that's good for the Warriors. They get the second out of the inning on the liner to right by Guillen. McAtee there to catch it. So there's 2 away. Runner at second, though. That's the lead run for West Burlington. If the Warriors can hold them there, they'll come to the plate in the bottom of the 7th with a chance to walk it off. Up next for West Burlington in the 8th spot, number 7, Levi Fletcher Bates. He's a senior center fielder. Meek's first pitch to him. Good block by Creek Kite. Keeps the runner at second. 1-0 the count to Levi Fletcher Bates. He has reached on a fielder's choice, walked, and struck out. So he's 0 for 2 with that walk and reaching on a fielder's choice. Breaking ball. Oh, it missed. Boy, that looked like that looked better than some of the pitches we've seen called strikes tonight. That's all I'm going to say about that. 2-0 the count to Levi Fletcher Bates. Meek's next delivery. Fly ball, shallow center field. McKinney racing in. Is he going to get there? He will. And the Warriors strand that lead run for West Burlington on the bases. So in the top of the 7th, West Burlington, no runs No, let's see. No, there was a walk. That's all they got on. No hits. There was one error. They're going to leave one on base. So after 6 1/2, we're tied at 5. Warriors coming to the plate in the bottom of the 7th with a chance to walk it off. 14 pitches for Meek to get him through the 7th. He's up to a total of 31 for his appearance here in this game. All right, we'll take a 60-second break and be back for the Warriors half of the 7th inning. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Also on the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
From backyard barbecues to late getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here for the Warrior half of the 7th inning. The bottom half looking to walk it off here if they can push one across. We're tied at 5. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Warriors. Will Coral in there from the left side against Bowen. Takes the first pitch a little bit high and outside. Be nice to see the Warriors get this leadoff man on 1-0. Coral tonight. Reached on the field of choice, grounded out, struck out. So he's 0 for 3. That pitch nubbed to the right of the mound. Bobbled, thrown over. No, they can't get him. It's safe. Coral beat it out on a squibbed. West Burlington not happy about that call, but I think that was the right one. It was a tie. Right at the same time. Coral beats out an infield hit. Give him a single. Leadoff man on for the Warriors. That's the first hit given up by Bowen. And we might see a runner for Coral, put a little bit more speed on the bases here. We'll see what head coach Shane Bagley wants to do. And here comes, didn't get a number. I don't know if that's Gavin Knoll. Who is that? We'll get a number on it as soon as we can for you. Courtesy runner for Coral, or a pinch runner, excuse me. I did not get a number. But as soon as we do, he's making a change with the home plate umpire. So a pinch runner for Coral at first. Creek Kite up next, number 23, Warrior catcher, freshman. Tonight, he's in there from the right side. They'll check the runner. Oh, no, and he's picked off immediately. Oh, no. That's not what the Warriors wanted. Did you get a number? I didn't see a number either, but 1-3 on the pickoff. Swing and a miss. Might have been Aiden Cooper. I don't know. Could have been an 8, yeah. I'm not sure. It was a small number. Swinging strike, 0-2 to Cree Kite. He is 0 for 2 on the night. Kirkhart batted for him last time. Kite re-entered. That one lined past the mound. Second baseman to his right to get a grounder. He'll glove and throw it over, and they'll get Kite by a step. So a promising inning start for the Warriors is snuffed out by that pickoff and ground out. Now there's 2 out. Nobody on. And we're staring extra innings right in the face. Yeah, that pickoff hurts after Coral beat out that nubber off the end of his bat to the right of the mound. Inside to McKinney. Next Warrior batter, 1-0. McKinney tonight is 0 for 2. A couple of flyouts. He's also scored a run. Bowen to him. McKinney thought about it, let it go. It's a ball. 2-0. Warriors are going to have to do it with 2 outs now if they want to end this one in the 7th. McKinney, foul tip, back to the screen. 2-1. Bowen ready, out of the windup, breaking ball. McKinney sends a fly ball out towards right field. Second baseman back, it's shallow right field. He'll catch it on the outfield grass. That's, Bowen's on the mound. I'm not sure who moved to second for West Burlington. Didn't get that change from the ump. But anyways, that ends the Warriors' bottom of the 7th. McKinney pops out to second. Third out. It'll be the 8th spot in the order. Caston leading off for the Warriors when they bat in the 8th. 9 pitches for Bowen to get through the 7th. He's up to a game total of 42. So we'll go to extra innings. Top of the 8th coming. West Burlington back at the plate. When we come back after the 60-second break, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
9-1-2 for West Burlington here in the top of the 8th. A called strike on the first pitch from Meek to Bo Begner, who is 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice, also walked. Boy, that one was inside but close. Called the ball. Count even at 1-1 to Begner. We're tied at 5. Extra innings, top of the 8th. Meek out of the windup, coming. High and in. 2-1 now the count to Begner. 167. That one grounded to Urach at second. He'll glove. Throw to Caston. Begner retired 4-3. On the putout, first out here in the top of the 8th. Top of the order now as Aiden Figueroa wears number 99, the junior shortstop, coming to the plate here in the 8th. So far on the night, he is 0 for 4. He scored a run because he reached on an error in the 6th. Right-handed batter at 357 entering play tonight. Bases empty, 1 out here as we play in extra innings, top of the 8th. Meek to Figueroa. Nope, skipped away from Kite. It's too far low and outside anyway. 1-0 the count. Meek is ready, and the 1-0 on the way. High and outside. 2-0. Nothing easy here if you're Isaiah Meek. Make him earn it. Don't want to put a lead run on with a walk here. He's ready, so is Figueroa. That one fouled off right side. 2-1 now the count. Meek, the lefty, is ready. Here comes the 2-1. That one lined out towards right field and going to fall in front of McAtee. Just couldn't get there. It's a single for Figueroa. There's the lead run for West Burlington on first with 1 out. Meek gives up his second hit. Meek to the plate. Pryor Bowen, the batter. Fly ball. Left field. Coral barely moves. He's under it. He'll squeeze it. Figueroa retreats to first. Pryor Bowen, the second out of the inning on the fly ball. I wrote it wrong. Not an F8. It's an F7 as it went to left field. Here comes Brock Thaleen, their most dangerous hitter, number 27. Pryor Bowen was 2 for 4. Thaleen, swing, foul tip into Creek Kite's mitt. Runner takes second. I don't know. I heard a tick. I don't know if Creek Kite caught it or. Well, yeah, it wasn't a dead ball, huh? So Figueroa down to second in scoring position now with 2 out, and dangerous hitter Thaleen takes a ball low and in. 1-1 the count to him. Thaleen tonight is 1 for 2 with a double, couple of walks as well. He sends that one towards McKinney in center. Not deep, playable. Eli's got it to end the top of the 8th. Warriors will have another chance to walk it off. Thaleen flies out to McKinney in center, third out. Bentz in the cleanup spot would lead off for West Burlington if we make it to the 9th. For the Warriors, Caston, that spot in the order, number 8 spot, will lead off for the Warriors. No runs for West Burlington. No hits, no errors, and they end up leaving 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Warriors coming to the plate. When we come back, 12 pitches for Meek to make it through the 8th. He's up to a game total of 43. We'll take a 60-second break. Warriors coming to the plate, trying to end in the bottom of the 8th as we play an extra innings. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
All right, we're back with the Warrior half of the 8th, the bottom half. Dan Caston leading off the count to him 0-1. He is 0 for 2, follows that one off left side. Count to him 0-2 quickly. He's got a couple of pop-outs on the night. Warriors would love to get this leadoff runner on here. Pryor Bowen still on the mound, starting his, working in his 4th inning here. Oh, boy, looked a little bit high and in, called a strike. Caston caught looking in the backwards K. First out of the inning here in the bottom of the 8th for Bowen, his 4th strikeout. Up now is Leo Urach, bats in the 9th spot. Where's number 7, the freshman second baseman. Here comes Bowen to him, low and outside, skipped away from the catcher to the right. Want to know the count to Urach. He's 1 for 3 with a single stranded on the bases way back in the 2nd inning. Base is empty, 1 out as we play here, bottom of the 8th. Bowen out of the windup, coming to Urach. He took a strike, did Leo. Count even at 1-1. Bowen's ready again, the offering. That one ripped to left, going to get down in front of the left fielder. Urach bat coming alive a little bit here tonight. Leo on first base with a solid single to left, his 2nd hit of the night. So, that's the 2nd hit given up by Bowen. See what the Warriors want to do here with a runner at first with 1 out. They'll check him right away. Urach back. Yeah, don't get picked off. Not like the last inning. That one hurt. McAtee in there. Leadoff man. From the left side, Bowen is offering to him. High and outside, runner stays put, 1-0 to McAtee. So far on the night, Aiden has reached on an error, has a sacrifice, a single, and a strikeout. So he's 1 for 3. A couple of runs scored with that single and sacrifice. Took that pitch for a strike. 1-1 the count to the Warrior leadoff man. McAtee entering play tonight was 125. That's a ball. Catcher, good block. Out into his left a little bit. Runner has to stay put, 2-1. McAtee started on the mound and went to right field. Check him at first. He's back. Bush is now playing second. That one line foul, first base side. Good rip. Just a long strike, 2-2. I think Bush is playing second for West Burlington, and Begner went from right to left. Finish up some of those changes for West Burlington. I'm looking through the binoculars at their numbers, which are really hard to read, dark green on black. That one plunked Aiden. He just decided to wear it. Curveball that went right into him from Bowen. Bowen hits his first batter. So, you can send Leo Urach down to second. Give McAtee a hit by pitch. Put him on at first. There's 2 on and 1 out now for the Warriors. See if they're going to change pitchers here with Bowen or leave him in. Coach out to have a powwow on the mound. Umpire's giving him a chance to do that. And Kinnick Miller going to be up next here for the Warriors. Kinnick Miller, number 2, sophomore shortstop tonight. So far, he's walked, singled. And what did Miller do in the 6th, Dave? I didn't write it down. He got on base. Oh, an intent. Yeah. Oh, he reached on the, okay, there it is. Yeah, he reached on the unsecured third strike. Yep, so it was a strikeout. But he reached. So he's been on base each time. So Miller tonight 2 for 3, a couple of singles, a strikeout, and a walk. All right, now we're back ready for action. The pitch from Bowen to Miller. Low, gets by the catcher, hits the ump. West Burlington caught a break there. Otherwise, that would have rolled farther away. Skipped underneath the catcher and hit the foot of the ump. Great view of it from where I'm at. 1-0 to Millard. 2 on for the Warriors with 1 out. That's the winning run at second. Pitch to Millard. Strike on the outside corner fastball from Bowen. Evening the count at 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, a lot of room in the right center field gap for Millard. Both gaps look like they have a lot of room right now. Bounce too far low and outside. Runner at second. Urach stays put, not wanting to risk getting thrown out at third. Good block by Guillen, the catcher. It's a ball. Is the pitch. Kinnick ahead now. 2-1. Here comes Bowen. Oop, fouled back right up and over us. Count even now at 2-2 to Kinnick Millard, Warrior shortstop. Second baseman, Bush, keeping Urach close. Here comes the offering. Millard, chopper up the middle. Is it going to get through? No, it's gloved. Everybody going to be safe as Millard beats the throw from the second baseman, Bush, over to Thaleen. He kept it in the infield, which probably saved a chance or saved the game. The Warriors, I don't know if they would have sent Urach or not, so give Millard an infield hit, move everybody up. 90, bases loaded. Second hit of the inning. Third hit given up by Bowen. Here comes the Warriors man who you want up in this spot, number 3, Isaac Leffler. Infield in now. Leffler 1 for 2 for 4 fouls that one off to the left side here. 0-1 to count to Isaac. He singled, scored a run in the first, flew out. A wild pitch would win the game, you're right. Flew out in the second, reached on an air in the third, and drew a walk. So he's 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Leffler sends that one on the infield to second. They're going to try to come home and get the force. Oh, boy, and super close play. Wait, he called out, didn't he? He called him. He called him out, and then, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. It was a force play all around. West Burlington is not happy at all with the umpiring here tonight. He was looking at the plate, waited. The home plate umpire waited, and he signaled out. But then did he double? He must have looked at it again and thought the foot was not on the plate. So a very strange ending to this one. And the Warriors, wow, didn't mean to take the excitement away from it, but they get a 6-5 win as Leo Urach scores the winning run on a grounder by Leffler, who I guess would end up reaching on a fielder's choice and with an RBI. 6-5. The Warriors get out of here with a 6-5 win in the bottom of the 8th. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 3, but it's a win. First win of the year for the Warriors in a strange way, kind of a strange game with some of the scoring scenarios. Tonight, 18 pitches for Bowen in the 8th. He ends the game with 60, and some questionable calls that went each way tonight, but West Burlington thinks that as they're walking out to talk about it in left field, they think that they got the worst of it. And, boy, that was strange. He looked at it for an extra second, the home plate umpire, on that grounder by Leffler that went to the second baseman. It was thrown home. They had a force everywhere as the bases were loaded. And that runner, Leo Urach, who got on with a single to left, comes in to score the winning run. And the Warriors win it 6-5. That'll take us to the postgame show. Wow, what an ending. Postgame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior pride countywide. Warriors win at 6-5 in 8 innings. They get their first win of the season in exciting fashion, a walk-off win in the bottom of the 8th inning against the West Burlington Falcons. We'll take a 3-minute break to start the postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, and that'll let me add up these totals, which I got an extra inning to take care of. So we'll come back with more in the postgame show, including the totals and summaries. I think head coach Shane Begley going to come up for an interview and bring a player with him, so we got that to look forward to. Let's take a first 3-minute break. Be back with more in the postgame show. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also over the air at 92.7 KTWA. We'll be back with you in 3 minutes.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Keosauqua, Iowa, Perkins Field, where we just witnessed the Warriors get a 6-5 walk-off win over the West Burlington Falcons in 8 innings in a very bizarre ending. Warriors had the bases loaded with Isaac Leffler up. He hit a soft grounder to second, gloved by Caleb Bush, who came into play second from left field, throwing home, and to get the force to Guillen, and the umpire studied it for a few seconds, and originally, Mr. Kirchner and I thought we saw the right hand go up like an out signal, which I'm sure we did, and they're back looking at it right now. He's showing his teammates where he had his foot. Not right on top of the plate, but kind of like a first baseman would do, up against the edge of it, and the umpire then decided that he lifted his foot or the toe came off, or whatever his reasoning was, he changed his call to safe, and that allowed Urach to come home with the winning run. So a strange ending, but 6-5 Warrior win. We're in the postgame show. I think head coach Shane Bagley and hopefully bring a player with him to have an interview here, but we'll go through some stuff in the postgame show. Postgame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. In-game sponsors tonight: Iowa and Missouri Seed had the pregame show. The school district has the postgame show. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center had the starting lineups. Cranston Family Funeral Home had the first pitch. Smithburg Automotive, all 8 innings, sponsored by them. Player of the game, which we'll get to in a little bit: Wells Hometown Drug, Crane Concrete Ready Mix. He'll have the coaches interview sponsorship. Pilot Grove Savings Bank had the 2 pitching changes in the game. All the strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop, and no home runs, but if there would have been one, sponsored by the Van Buren County Hospital. All right, let's get to the totals and summaries. See if I can make sense of my writing throughout the game. The totals first. For the Warriors, 6 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, 10 left on base. For West Burlington, 5 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, 9 men left on base. Winning pitcher Isaiah Meek, losing pitcher Pryor Bowen in 8 innings it took. Let's go through the scoring summary for you. Bottom of the first, Leffler single scores. McAtee was 1-0 Warriors. Then Leffler scored on a wild pitch to make it 2-0 Van Buren County. Top of the second, Lotzow single on a hit and run scores Bush to make it 2-1 Warriors. Bottom of the second, Millard single scores Urach to make it 3-1 Van Buren County. Then in the top of the fourth, Austin Fletcher Bates steal of third comes home on a E5 to make it 3-2 Warriors. Bottom of the fourth, McAtee single scored McKinney to make it 4-2, and a Millard single scored McAtee to make it 5-2 Warriors after 4 innings were complete. Top of the fifth, the bench double scores Stalin to make it 5-3 Warriors. Then in the top of the sixth, the Fletcher Bates scored on a wild pitch to make it 5-4 Warriors, and Figueroa scored on a wild pitch to make it 5-5 tie. We were that way until the bottom of the eighth, when an Isaac Leffler grounder with the bases loaded scored Leo Urach, who had reached on a sharp single to left to give the Warriors a 6-5 win tonight, and a strange ending. The umpire looked at it, studied it for a couple of extra seconds. Originally, Mr. Kirchner and I thought we saw the right hand raised. Then he looked at it again and changed his call as the foot must have come off home plate, or he lifted it and his toe was off. And that's the way that the game ended, a 6-5 walk-off win for the Warriors. And we were all a little bit dumbfounded. I didn't mean to take the excitement away from it, but we weren't quite sure what had happened because we saw the right hand lift, and then we saw the disappointment from the West Burlington players, and I just wasn't sure what he could have been calling, but it had to be that his foot was not on the plate. That's the only thing that I can think of. So we'll go with that. Anyways, it's a 6-5. Warriors get their first win of the year, and we'll go right now to we're going to do this better than we did it last time. We don't need to show the field when we're doing an interview. We're going to have the camera on our stars here. So, AJ, if you can, well, let's see. Was it good right there? We got him? Okay. Head coach Shane Begley and Aiden McEntee, nice enough to stop by after the win tonight. Last time we did the interview, we kept I'm new to the streaming, so we kept the camera pointed out there. We should have had it pointed right at you guys, right? We're doing an interview with you, so rookie mistake by me. But anyways, guys, again, first of all, right away, thanks for your time coming up after the Warrior victory tonight. Once again, a couple games to talk about. Let's quickly back up to Mediapolis last night. We knew, Coach, last time that we talked, it was going to be a tough task going over there to Isaac, you're on camera, too. He's exiting quickly. That's Isaac Leffler. We knew it was going to be a tough task. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get you a little volume. Like I said, I'm a rookie at the stream and stuff, but we'll get you guys some volume here. There we go. Tough task when we talked last about going over to Mediapolis. It proved to be that, they were even without a couple of their players playing in that soccer tournament, but they got experienced pitchers. We knew it wouldn't be easy. That one bad inning with the errors really stood out. That kind of let it slip away a little bit. Just your thoughts, Coach, on that one over at Mediapolis first before we get to Aiden and tonight's game.
Man, I don't think I could say enough good stuff about Mediapolis. I mean, they're a quality program. They're legit. I mean, they played Wilton the night before us, and Wilton was ranked 4th in the state. Meepo 10-run ruled them, beat them 13-0. I mean, that's just the kind of quality program they are.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew what we were getting into
Sure.
going there, and we fought, and we lost 8-1, and like you said, we booted the ball a couple times. We thought maybe it should have been like a 4-1 ball game,
Right.
But you know what you're getting when you play Meepo.
Yep.
I mean, that's just what it is.
And Will Coral saw his first action on the mound, the sophomore. He's a year older, saw valuable varsity experience last year. What did you think of his performance? I'm sure he'll do nothing but get stronger. The one thing I noticed about Will last year, he was really effective when he was kind of fresh. When he got tired, he lost his command, and then you had to make a move. What did you think about just maybe his stamina coming into his sophomore year versus his freshman year last night?
I think it was vastly improved. I think, number one, he's grown. He's gotten stronger, and he could have went deeper in the game, but
well, you're watching your pitch count too, right?
Because
you got
those pitch counts, and hey, we got 2 more games tomorrow. But
exactly.
I think he pitched really well, and after the game, the guys, they come out and they're honest about it. They say, hey, sorry, Will, we didn't help you out at all there, and take ownership of it. And
sure.
So yeah, Will pitched great.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll face Mediapolis again. Another chance to get them when they come to the Ferguson. So we'll be looking forward to that matchup later in the season. Let's get to tonight's game. What a finish. Kind of strange. I mean, what a battle all night. You guys played with the lead for most of the night. You were able to squeak out of a couple of jams, as West Burlington kind of it was 5-2. West Burlington came back and tied it, but you guys did a good job, I thought, getting out of and Aiden, you come on and comment in here at any time. I'll ask you maybe this. What did you think about your team's fight to get out of those jams and not let West Burlington take the lead?
Well, we've been having struggles all year, keeping our energy up throughout the game. We've always kind of died out at the end of the games, and it was a really good improvement tonight. We all had energy throughout all 7 innings, 8 innings.
8, yeah. Yep.
And I thought we've really improved in that.
Yeah, I want to commend you. 2 excellent efforts on the mound to start the year, even though, tonight Isaiah gets the win in relief, but still, you ended up going 5 1/3 strong innings, really battled hard for your team. Keokuk was a 1-0 loss, too, and you pitched 8 strikeouts. You pitched really well there, so I just wanted to commend you on those 2 excellent efforts on the mound. You went out and played a good right field. Your bat's coming around a little bit, a couple of hits, I think, in the last couple of games. So what's your thoughts on your play so far this year in your senior season?
I've just been trying to improve every game, just fix my mistakes and go from there.
Yeah, and something that it was a 1-0 loss in Keokuk, but the pitching that you went to was the same. Aiden gave you a strong start. Yep. You backed him up with Isaiah Miko, I thought, came in and did a pretty commendable job, again, holding them, right where they were. So, you had to feel good about the pitching performance from Isaiah as well.
Yeah, I felt great about both the kids. And when I took Aiden out, I didn't want him to feel bad, like think he did anything wrong. But
right.
You get through a lineup like theirs, you come back around on a third time, and their top 4 hitters are murderers row. And I'm like, hey, okay, Aiden's gotten through them a couple times.
Right.
Let's not give him a chance
yeah.
to figure him out.
Yeah, no, and I thought that was about
Yeah.
exactly the right move to make. You guys kind of, you put Celine on. I think you walked him on that dangerous chance, and they did the same to Leffler. So kind of turnabout is fair play there. But, yeah, you got to be careful, like third or fourth time through.
Yeah.
I was looking, I commented it. Those guys had some gaudy averages coming in. They're 4-0. I mean,
they can hit.
Celine, they got some hitters on their team, so you had to manage that, and I thought you did a really good job of doing that. One of the other good things that I saw tonight was the bats finally got going. You had maybe struggled with run production the first couple of games of the year, but tonight you score 6 on 8 hits. You left 10, so maybe you look to improve on that, but that means you're getting guys on base. Not all of them via the hit, maybe some walk, hit by pitch, whatever, but I saw the offense start to come around. What's your thoughts on that, you guys, with your offense, getting a foothold a little bit?
Well, I mean, I think I keep telling the kids, hey, we're putting good swings on the bats. We get some good pitching, and hey, baseball's a funny game. Sometimes you hit it right at them.
Yeah.
So,
McKinney, right? He had good contact tonight. Still doesn't have a hit on the year, but that deep fly ball to right, and then he had a foul ball he just ripped. Yeah. So even though he didn't get rewarded with a hit, like you said, I saw better contact.
That's 3 games in a row that Eli's he's putting barrels on balls, and the best part about Eli is his confidence is so much higher this year that he understands that you can go 0 for 3 and still be proud of yourself. Hey, I hit that ball good 3 times.
Yep.
Hey, I didn't get on base, but hey, the swing's there. The swing's there, and eventually they're going to start falling.
Eventually the game will catch up, and you'll get rewarded.
Yes.
Maybe the first hit of the year will be just a little nubber, like a swinging bunt, and he'll have made better contact on other outs, and he'll end up getting rewarded. So
that's what I try to explain to him. Sometimes hits aren't that great.
Yeah.
And
sometimes they are.
Baseball's a funny game.
Yeah. Well, tonight I gave the player of the game to Leo Urach. Aiden, I gave it to you against Keokuk. I had Kinnick Millard in another one. Maybe Dan Caston getting his first varsity hit last night. But tonight I thought Leo Urach did a really nice job. I think he had a couple of hits, played a good second base for you, the freshman. Maybe just comment on what you've seen from him this year. He didn't play as an 8th grader or whatever. What did you expect? I mean, is he way above your expectations? God, he's playing really good, I think.
I mean, honestly, he's a Hurock, so I knew he would be sound in baseball. I mean, his dad was my high school baseball coach. So
sure.
With Leo, he came in, and were we expecting Leo to jump in and start varsity as a freshman? Probably not.
Yeah.
And he shows up to practice every day, and you're like, hey, you know what? This kid, he's got something, and just throughout practice, it's like, okay, yeah, I think we can start him. And
sure.
And I explained to him tonight, he's in the batter's box, hey, you're batting number 9, but there's a reason for that, because a leadoff hitter only is a leadoff once a game.
Exactly.
So I said, hey, now you're leading off, and we've got 2 leadoff hitters, and he gets it.
And he started the rally for you.
Yeah.
In the winning rally.
Yeah, I'm just proud of him. He puts the work in. He's not lazy. He's a freshman, and he just goes at it.
Yeah, well, we'll be looking for more exciting things from him, along with the rest of the Warriors throughout this season. Yeah, busy week ends tomorrow. We go over to Davis County, play the second game of the day against Fairfield. They had a nice season last year, 22 wins. So I would be assuming they're bringing some guys back. So it'll probably won't be an easy test to start off the day around 12:30. But we'll go over there and see what the Warriors can do. And then depending on the win or loss, we'll either play back to back or maybe get into that championship game. What's your any quick thoughts about going over to the Davis County Varsity Classic? You've been over there a few times now, Aiden.
Yeah, I just think it's really tough competition, and we're really gonna have to bring our A game and not make as many errors in the fielding. Bats are getting better every game, so.
Yeah, I mean, Moravia, they've had nice teams the past couple of years, going like toe-to-toe in 1A with Burlington Notre Dame in the tournament. And then Davis County, we had a tough loss over there last year against them. They had some hitters, but, I can think back to a couple years ago when we were over there and we won the Varsity Classic, and then Fairfield had a nice season last year. So it should be a good group of teams going over there to compete tomorrow. I'm certainly looking forward to it, and I'm sure you guys are.
Yeah, we're excited about it. Number one, we don't have our top pitching. I mean, when you get into a week like this where you're playing this many games in a row, like, hey, let's find out what we're made of.
Sure.
We're gonna go there and throw some different arms, and hey, let's see how we rally around them. And
good experience for the guys. You bring your bats and score some runs, and hopefully you'll be right in the game, and we'll just see where the chips will fall where they may.
Yep.
So a weekend tournament, not a conference game. Just nothing to gain, but experience, maybe a couple of wins as well. So we'll be over there to cover it for you guys. We'll get some rest tonight, and we'll see you over there tomorrow midday for game 1 of the day. One of two. So
to.
appreciate you guys stopping up and giving us the time. Congratulations, Aiden, again, on a good start to your senior season. We'll be looking for more good appearances on the mound from you, and keep that bat going for the Warrior offense, okay?
All right,
All right,
Shan.
guys, thanks for your time.
Hey, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No problem. We enjoy it. Thanks,
you.
guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Yep. That's head coach Shane Bagley and one of his star players, Aiden McAtee, senior, I'll call him pitcher and right fielder. How's that? All right, we'll take one more break here in the postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, countywide. We'll just do one more, how about 1 minute break, AJ, and then we'll come back here and wrap it up for you from the Ferguson. Warriors get their first win of the year, 6-5 over the West Burlington Falcons tonight in 8 innings. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you for a final time here in the postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. I talked about it a little bit in my interview there with head coach Bagley and Aiden McAtee. We picked Leo Urach for the player of the game tonight. He was 2 for 4, had a couple of runs scored, including the winning run as he started that rally with a sharp single to left in the bottom of the 8th for the Warriors. So Leo Urach, our player of the game, sponsored by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. All right, we can take it to our closing stuff now. In the post-game show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District. Player of the game was Leo Urach. In closing, I'd like to thank the board operators, Kyle and Connor, back at the studio, making the broadcast run smoothly for not only me and AJ here, but for you guys, the listening audience. Want to thank all of our listeners, as I always do, no matter how you chose to listen in or tune in to tonight's broadcast. We couldn't do it without you. A couple ways to tune in. We're streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Hey, if you had us on the whole game and are now listening to the post-game show and are driving home, please drive safely, and we will do the same. As I always do, you know what's coming next. I'd like to thank our so important sponsors here in the post-game show. Iowa Missouri Seeds, Van Buren Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, Smithburg Automotive, Dowd's Quick Stop, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Van Buren County Hospital, Wells, Hometown Drug, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you're in the area in need of some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be brought to you on YouTube and over the airwaves on 92.7 KTWA right here through the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports and would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. She'd be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name out over the airwaves or on YouTube, and feel even better about sponsoring a Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. The totals and final, one more time. Tonight, the Warriors, 6 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors, 10 left on base. For West Burlington, 5 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, and 9 men left on base. Winning pitcher was Isaiah Meek. Losing pitcher was Pryor Bowen. The game went extras as the Warriors walked it off in 8 innings. Next broadcast, we're right back with you tomorrow. We'll be on the air roughly noon or 12:10 for a 12:30 scheduled start. The Warriors going to go over to the Davis County Varsity Classic in Bloomfield, play Game 2 on the day. It's Moravia and Davis County in Game 1, the Warriors and the Fairfield Trojans in Game 2. Then in Game 3, the losers will play, and then in Game 4, the winners will play. So we'll see where we're at after the second game of the day. That'll be our next broadcast. That's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. We'll wish you a very pleasant rest of your Friday evening and say so long to you from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field, and the Kissling Press Box here in Keosauqua, where, once again, we witnessed the Warriors get their first win of the season, 6-5 in 8 innings over the West Burlington Falcons. We'll talk to you next tomorrow from the Mustang Sports Complex for Game 2 of the Davis County Varsity Classic. Moravia and Davis County, Game 1 on the day, the Warriors and the Fairfield Trojans in Game 2. Until then, you've been listening and tuned in to Warrior Baseball. We're streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Also can catch us on the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA and Ottumwa Radio Sports Group Station. One more time from Keosauqua and the Ferguson Sports Complex, everybody. Good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.